only has Javelin at the moment. Enough money to buy Meteor Hammer after this creep wave, but he definitely needs a BKB. I'm not sure if he wants to invest in full Maelstrom at the moment. Like, just keep at the Meteor Hammer instead and go for BKB if needed.
Out from Universe to save Lelis, but Meepo with the Ricky chasing Tanner. Chrono being fake on. Void is going to throw it in. The last catching the Force Force will save him up. Dang. He's got the Meepo trapped, but they're going to turn and face off against Poppy. Leshrank is brought down as the Rolling Thunder rolled up. Oh, they've caught Zai. Really got played by Lelis, but Dahak is destroyed. Obliterated by this. Nisha Meepo with the Requiem. He's cancelled it out. Tanner doesn't want to waste it here. Nisha has the Aegis still in hand, and Matula Man, the Ricky, looking to backstab, find Universe, but the focus is again onto Lelis Beastmaster. One by one they're being picked off, and the trade, it looked good to begin with. NIP played that fight well. They played that fight as best as they possibly could have. The correct decisions, maybe a better Chrono could have come out, but Team Secret are just so strong at this point.
And now that Chrono is down, Shadowfiend with no BKB, they're gonna use all this info and start playing aggressively. Meepo still has that 3 minutes on Aegis plus E-Blade. Where is it? The ulti.
Tanner had to Requiem there. Nisha getting close to losing the Aegis, but Universe didn't have enough damage to finish off one of the clones. Yapzor comes back. There were no buybacks there, were there? No buybacks at all. Yapzor just respawning pretty quickly. Blink Force Staff on the Batrider. I've not seen this build in honestly ages. I'm so used to the drums, boots of travel. Force Staff heals. Blink in, initiate, drag the Oracle into danger. Dahak, that looks high ground. Tanner has to BKB. Oh dearie.
They're fine with that. Bottom lane is push in. Look at the positioning from Matu. He's waiting for someone to TP or try to make a backstab move on them.
Full Scardy on the Meepo now.
On top of Pupil's Gift. Like, the Pupil Gift has to be one of the best QQ items, besides the Claw.
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. Zai gonna shove out top wave. Nisha taking a tier 1 with 2 of his clones. No biggie. Destroy the creep wave as well, which, you know, thanks to Puppy actually pushing the lane proper, will be able to get themselves an objective there. Now, Team Secret, they're falling back towards the river line though, allowing NIP to come out of their base. And this is one of those classic moments where, you know, you push them so hard, you push them, you got them in team fights, and you force NIP in a drastic position where they come out of their base really without a plan. They just wanted to get on farm, and they've only got the jump from the Batrider lasso. Down goes PPD, gone for 30 seconds, and NIP, they've just got to get back up on the ball. Beastmaster gets pushed down to the low ground by the break, and he's gone. A secondary target is a double ensnare. Enchantress and Shadowfiend force BKB once more. That's 3 defensive self-BKs to run away in a row.
Dire's middle tower.
Suddenly this game just feels completely over. So still Aegis for 50 seconds. These racks are gonna melt. If you misuse the Chrono, they can't take a fight before the Aegis is gone.
Dire's middle tower.
Second lane of barracks for Meepo, it looks like. Oh, Yapzor. Yeah, he's got no lasso, but I don't know if it matters. Duck and snared, rooted up. He's got no BKB, and there's the problem. Trapped inside the smoke screen. Inside the attack. The PPD, Oracle, the Rolling Thunder, gorgeous design. In onto 3 with the Chrono, with the Requiem. I mean, okay, cool. It's very fancy looking. The big blue bubble's beautiful, but the damage is lacking. You just do not have what it takes to face off against Team Secret now. Go and hide in your fountain, Tanner from high school, because Matumba Man and Nisha, they are here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can say that this game is over. There it is, GG. I said nice Force Staff play, didn't finish the thought. Batrider used Force Staff on Oracle to push him inside the smoke screen, and then they used the net from Meepo to keep him inside of it so he could use the ult. That's some next level shit, man.
Yeah, really beautiful stuff. Glorious play from Secret, and that series, man, was pretty quick go.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't know. I'm kind of down theory craft. Yeah, I don't understand it. So we'll see. If OGC wins, I'll just admit it's the best out of those.
Right, that's the best way. Just admit that you were wrong for this time. Shit, Blink Strike and Nico Baby. Honestly, he's playing this really well. He's been on point for it. Having such a tough lane, he's almost matching at this point the Void Spirit, only 900 gold away. And yeah, the troll's still surpassing him by a lot, but Nico Baby's recovering of just kills. Alliance can pick off left and right, and they're playing this correctly. Oh, what an Echo Slam! They don't even have time to do a follow-up because everyone just gets killed off by the Echo Slam alone. Madara is the next one to go down, or next target, sorry. As they go forward with the Chakram slugging down, but that as well. They need the body block to get the fissure. Who needs a body block when you have the fissure ready? 3-3.
Gonna get anything
just
out
walks
of
away. They're trying to hunt Madara further. Yeah, they know he can't control this, and they control him properly as Chetty walks into what could be his own death as well. Astro Step. There he goes. Second Astro Step. They save him just barely though.
Going back
and
in.
Timbersaw wants to go further. The Aether Runner stops him. 3-3 is gonna have a bit of a tough time, and not gonna kill, unfortunately, Chessie. But he will get the kill on Shiva here from behind, thanks to the poke up. As a Yulza to save him some HP, but it's not gonna be good enough. But another ward will kill off Chessie here. As now Z-Freak, the target, he's one of the few people left alive here. There's only supports really left. Pex is hiding in the trees, and Chessie is hiding in a coffin.
And all the while,
Z-Freak is hiding in a coffin.
that was a 4v5 plus 2 buyback, so a 4v7 that Alliance just won. I am appalled at how OGC is playing this right now. Like, they destroyed this Riki, and then they've kind of just been feeding kills slow in the side lanes. They haven't grouped up, they haven't tried to bring their troll to bear at all. This Leshrac has just died like 2 or 3 times by himself. Of course, is kind of doing his job by keeping the lanes out, but he's also died a bunch by himself. 2 and 7 right now. There's like no coherence in what they're trying to do on the map right.
It seemed like they lost a lot a bit. The pressure's kind of getting to them. Had a really good early game. They didn't want to lose it, but they didn't really take advantage of it too much. The smaller troll to get really farm so they could fight. And now we're gonna see there's no bash, so Madara's gonna
middle tower is under
well, we've
attack.
seen that Nico Baby, or sorry, Madara is actually starting to die often, and Nico Baby is dealing much more damage with. It doesn't even matter if the farm. Honestly, I also want to remark that Limp has had a fantastic performance. So has Hanskin. Limp and Hanskin alone, honestly, they have been playing fantastic this mid.
Limp has picked up a Dagon, just going for the max burst build, and why not cut through the Void Spirit?
Shiva's pretending to be a I love these kind of plays. It's very memey. And they finally the Leshrac, and this is an illusion. And they're like, wait a second. Guys, that was the good one. It's helping. These kind of plays. I mean, it's not going to win you the game. It's not even that great of a play, but it's hilarious for sure.
It's memes, man. And that's what's important.
Yes, really. I mean, if you're an OG, I think there's a quota of memes you got to do every match, right?
100%. Yeah, where's all the voice lines? Where's the tipping right now?
I am very disappointed with how respectful OG is. I'm really
Radiant's
more
middle
BM.
tower is under attack. Are scanning.
But honestly, I think there's a lot of pressure here. You know that this is your chance to get into this next DPC. I think it's much more so for Alliance, but OGC, they'll feel it as well. And Alliance getting back here is not helping them at all. Z-Freak canceled by the Riki. Go for Shiva as well, but Shiva's a bit tougher enough to crack. Never mind. Hanskin will crack him with a totem pole. And Hanskin playing literally out of his mind. You cannot. This man will catch everyone here. You cannot outrun this bull. He almost just seems like he's rope on this Growth Breaker. They find Pexu all because, again, of the Yule Scepter by Hanskin. This guy is making the game for Alliance.
He's super farmed on this Earthshaker, almost the same net worth as Chessie on the Void Spirit.
Ridiculous.
Well, he did buy a Blade Mail, so maybe it's not that ridiculous.
Oh. Let that go. It's okay.
Radiant's
Everyone
middle
makes some
tower
item
is under
mistakes.
attack.
I don't see the point of it. I agree, but you know.
Chessie.
Oh, I think Chessie's the one that's trouble now. That smoke screen is also so good against a lot of the members of OGC. I mean, Puck, of course, but oh,
Radiant's
wait,
middle
Trinko.
tower has fallen.
This is what you know. This is when you know that you're the alpha male. When you can break the dream crow, no problem.
Yeah, he's got the halberd as well, totally countering the troll.
Yeah. With the extra regen being super useful as well.
And they've got Decrepify to also defend against physical damage, and then they have Oracle defending against magic damage, so this Timbersaw is feeling quite nice right now.
Radiant's bottom
Take
barracks
these racks
are
now,
under
little by little. Fast continues.
Death's bounty.
Not enough yet. Alliance is, they probably have to take this slow, or not slow, but they know they can't rush this because, of course, a mistake could lead to what OGC has been doing for the past couple minutes. While losing the game.
Well, there's a Battle Fury on Ricky, so he will continue to accelerate his farm now, and since he has the whole map farm, unlike Madara, shouldn't be long before Ricky is actually out farming a Battle Fury troll, despite that troll having the Battle Fury about 10 minutes before Ricky got his.
And Ricky had one of the worst early games possible. Doesn't matter, it seems like, as long as you can win the game. Madara, you are being taunted. 3-3 does not care if you hit him. There's a Paladin Sword of Madara, which is actually a really good... Oh, no. Just more muskets. I'm for Paladin Sword yet. Quite excited. What is OG planning? They had a smoke here, but I don't know what the point of the smoke was.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if they know what they're doing right now. OG is... They're just clumped up in the mid lane. Nobody's pushing the side lanes. They have this Boots of Travel puck, but he's jungling.
Yeah.
It seems like they really want to make a play. They don't want to lose control of this Roche area because it is coming back up here in about 50 seconds, but where's your initiation? You have no blink on the puck.
Jesse fun for Ricky. This could be a really good kill. Under the sentry, but Nickel seems to just not fight. There's the blame. Look at some of the damage from behind Shibit. Goodbye, Shibit. Does limp as he... Vexu, you stole my chakra, now you die, apparently. The camp is ready, they both take on, but damage from the rest of the team should be good. Oh, now they catch a troll. They silence him so he can't use his ultimate. They force the BKB from Madara, and they can actually fight this now, thanks to Madara being ready. Trinko used as well, but here's the Echo Slam, resetting the team fight. Stopping Shiva a second time, that's a dynamic for him. That Battle Trance cannot be used because he's still silent, and Jesse just runs up to 5 heroes. To play with them? To die? Jesse... Why? What was that play? What is happening to OG Seed right now?
They're just falling apart. Pressure's getting to them, and Alliance is really just a better team. I mean, we expected this to be Alliance favorite going into the series, but this is
Radiant's
like
top tower is under
two
attack.
completely
Radiant
different
structures
tiers
are
of
fortified.
teams that we're watching right now.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I agree. We're seeing Alliance being able to handle that pressure of potentially not making it to the minus punches. Vexu gonna go down. Z-Freak, I cannot even. I can speak this quick. I am very fast. Stop dying like this, OG Seed. I am so sorry to see them because the first game you got Huskard, but they played so much better than this. It was unfortunate they got Huskard, but they played better. In this game, it just seemed like they just couldn't. You're right. There's not the OG Seed we're used to.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of lacking a game plan, a really coherent game plan this time. Because, like I said, their early game went pretty well, but then just nothing happened from it.
Yeah, they needed someone to be a very... I think you can also see the difference in terms of captaining, like Fata being turning into the best captains, being super experienced. He's a decisive, he's a strong captain. You can tell, Alliance always has that plan. Sometimes that's what you're lacking. Oh, another kill, I think, for Jesse. That heal scepter. They're actually gonna go for Limp. They might be gonna kill Limp. There's the BKB, Shibit in trouble though. Just need one more hit. That help him out there. 3-3. Doesn't care if he's stunned. If finally storm another ward as well. And Limp. The Glimmer gave himself to save himself. That's good enough. Never mind that shit. It was all a bait for Madara. It was all a bait for Madara. They catch a troll. It was very tasty. Hunts continue surviving this. Limp continues. There's no false promise. There's no Dagon right now. They can't burst down the life shock, but it doesn't seem to matter. It's Fata is actually beating the Void Spirit right now. He sniped him. Fata kills and they go and he puts the kill away from Fata. That was a kill steal if I've ever seen one. Fata alone solo the Void Spirits. And they say, why do I even have the Echo Slam? Might as well make it a team wipe. Alliance.
Ouch. I mean,
boards.
yeah.
I don't like seeing a team be in this position because I feel really bad for them. I know that they probably feel bad as well. So this is not what this team does. This is not their level. They can play much better. It's been unfortunate.
Well, there's an Ags on Nico Baby. There is a Paladin Sword on the Timber Saw, so increasing his regen from the reactive armor.
Paladin Sword. Yeah, exactly. Point Heaven Sovereign as well. So, yeah.
Has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks
Almost
are
done with
under
his
attack.
Dag on 5. So much burst damage. No BKB on Jibbe means he is getting melted.
Please. Look, Madara. Alcana on the backline. Again, there's a simulate, okay? Madara doesn't have a battle trap. Oh, that's not a battle trap when he comes back. So he can fight against Limp. He has the BKB. Madara is trying to go ham, but Limp to Krebs.
Oh,
There's a blink on Fada.
Fada.
They're just playing around with Madara right now. And Hansi comes in, controls him. Hey, sit down, Troll. As Fata proceeds to snipe him yet again. Meanwhile, Ricky, Nico Baby is actually dealing with the rest of the team. So it's a 4 versus 1 on Nico Baby's side, and he's winning. Pex is the next target. Another snipe by Fata. At this point, the only goal Alliance has is to get that godlike streak on Fata again. Come on.
They're definitely looking for it, 100%.
They're looking for it. He's out of mana, unfortunately. There we go. Yes!
Triple kill.
Triple kill.
Bottom barracks are under
Can we get a rampage? Unfortunately not. GG, well played by OG Seed. Alliance, honestly, they're looking back to perform with these two games. They played actually really well, despite OG Seed's shortcomings. So, I'm looking forward to them in the minor qualifiers.
Yeah, they will definitely have. It's either them or likely like a Chinese team. So, they
Radiant team pick.
Beast Coast versus Infamous Gaming for the ESL One LA Major South American qualifiers here. Beast Coast, as we just saw, unfortunately lost game number 1,
remaining.
which was against Furia, so they need to win this next match, I
5
believe,
seconds
or else they
remaining.
risk getting not eliminated, but
Radiant
definitely
team
not in a great position.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to lose this game.
Infamous turn.
And they did learn their lesson, though. There's not going to be a Robo-Z Void Spirit. That guy went off yesterday. He was so good. But they do let the Snapfire through, and I believe that is Pepita who plays the Snapfire. So do have to be careful about that. They had Snapfire their last game, actually, on the side of Beast Coast. I believe Stinger was playing it, and found limited success with it, unfortunately.
10 seconds remaining.
Didn't do that amazing. What was amazing was
5
Kiko's
seconds
performance on
remaining.
the Rubik, and it looks like Beast Coast want to try their hand at that one. Quick pick up a Rubik after they see the Snapfire, and we did see kill some of the Snapfire spells and use them to great effect last game.
I think we saw the Cookie taken a couple times, but generally there were bigger fish to steal from.
Yeah, and Slaughter, I think they probably thought that they played that pretty well last game, decided that up themselves this game. Pretty solid off lane, great stun, AoE disable, and does pretty good against McCord right now, which again are all the popular ones.
I think also it's important to note the last time that we saw, I think again it was
Infamous
Pepita
turn to
playing the
battle.
Snapfire. It wasn't
Radiant
that
team
effective.
back.
Definitely, has a really great kit, but I think still felt a little bit clunky coming out from the side of Infamous. So hopefully, they'll be able to get in better positioning this time around and make the most of this hero. But it's a very hit or miss, it seems. Either it absolutely dominates, or seems like teams kind of struggle to use the
10
hero to its
seconds
maximum
remaining.
potential.
Yeah. I think that people are still figuring that one out. Like Void Spirit, which Infamous showed they had a real match over their last series against Beast Coast, but obviously Beast Coast weren't willing to let them have that. Very first ban they had was Void Spirit, so I think that one's still fresh on the mind.
Dude, I'm scared of Robo's Void Spirit. That guy was terrifying. He had such a good mastery over it.
My therapist says that Robo's Void Spirit isn't real and he can't hurt me.
I'm not sure that he isn't real, but I don't think he'd hurt you.
I see.
I don't know the guy personally, but I doubt that he would be looking for a fight with you there enough. Except maybe in mid. Maybe if you challenge him to a 1v1 mid.
I see.
5 seconds
I'll
remaining.
avoid doing that then.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I've seen your mid.
How?
Subtle flames. Oh, Toxie's showing up. Sorry, guys. But we do have the Morphling picked up for the side of Infamous Gaming. That is, of course, one of Tomato's favorite heroes to play. So we'll probably see a great performance out of him as long as the laning phase goes well. And they actually took a game off of Beast Coast using the Morphling before as well. So
Morphling has used a pretty great effect as well. It wasn't just the Void Spirit that dominated. 8-0 or something like that by the end of the game.
well, it was enabled pretty hard too. You have to keep in mind, I believe Sladine was playing the Enchantress, and he got so many kills on Hector.
That was,
and you can see that's banned out. Hector says, absolutely not. I'm not dealing with that again.
Yeah. A lot of people have agreed that Enchantress is one of the strongest supports right now, or even like Chorus in the offlane. The amount of damage that it does with the impetus being part of her base kit instead of an ultimate now was insane.
Yeah, and I mean, you do have to be careful in the way that you play it, right? Because, you know, she doesn't have the Untouchable anymore. That's more of the, what is it, her ultimate now. Just watch out that, you know, if you're going to be in a lane that has a high kill potential, that you are taking the sprites a bit earlier. But the amount of harass from just one Q is absolutely insane early on. So.
Disruptor.
Okay, Stinger Disruptor. I like it. Never a bad thing. Pretty good against Morphling.
Yeah, one of the more solid support heroes this patch. Again, very good in position 5 due to his not really need items to. Very good regardless.
I think Pepita might be playing the Elder Titan now.
Also a solid hero. I like seeing what some Elder Titans are able to do with how they work around their astral spirits and whatnot. It was a really popular hero for a while, back when fights around Roche Pit were a bit more common. Right now, I think people take control of the map before they do fight around the Roche Pit, at least more than they used to. Before we would see that little Roche Pit dance between two teams. It was
what a dance.
What a dance.
What a dance.
The dance of the Dota people.
Well, I think the other thing too is that typically, you know, we will see one of the teams usually runs an aggressive tri-lane, sometimes against Hector, sometimes it's against Tomato. So having the Elder Titan there kind of helps to shore up that the more bodies there are in the lane, the more that he's going to be able to punish.
Yeah, and I think
that's just really great team fight too.
Yeah, I think Beast Coast identified that because they banned out the Undying, which is another one of the heroes that are very good against more bodies. More bodies mean more decay and more soul.
10 seconds remaining.
Definitely. Well, they gave them trouble last time too, I believe. Pepita was playing that, and they went up. I think it was aggressive tri-lane. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. They were on Dire, I believe, that time. But it did cause them a lot of problems. It was 11 hours of Dota yesterday, yeah. You know? It was a good time, but they do start to blend together after a little bit, so.
I actually was having dreams about South American Dota last night.
Oh, same.
Really?
Yeah, actually.
Well,
I also had a nightmare that I didn't wake up in time for these best of ones too. I woke up like 3 times like, oh my god, I'm late, and then I looked at the picture, I'm like, oh my god, it's 3 a.m. Go back to sleep, Moxie.
Radiant team back.
Waking up from class, you realize you're late and you're not wearing pants, and all the kids are making fun of you because the underwear you wear.
I've never had. That's just you. I've never had that dream. I've had the dream though where like I'm at my locker and for whatever reason I can't get all my stuff into my backpack fast enough to get to class and I'm late, like in the panic. I still have that. It's been years since I've been, you know, high school or had to use a locker. But
a locker at work.
Oh, I use a locker at the gym, but I'm not pressured for time to get to class. So, I mean. But we do get the Legion Commander. That's a great pickup in dealing with the Disruptor, being able to purge off his Q. It's also kind of gives you a nice tanky frontliner, and you're looking for lockdown.
Yeah,
So
it's really good at getting on top of the Lina and killing it. Anything that gets on top of anything that naturally builds things to jump on top of a Lina and kill it is very, very good. Especially if that Lina is a core, which I imagine it will be, is considering you have Rubik and
10
Disruptor on your
seconds
team.
remaining.
well, it also just it dissuades you from
5
picking up a
seconds
Phantom Lancer
remaining.
too, right? Because of the overwhelming odds.
The overwhelming odds of the fact that, yeah, it's very good at, like, lightning bait. Spirit Lancer just gives you another low damage target that procs into the courage.
Right.
So
No Kunkka. I know RoboZ plays quite a bit of that. What would you like to see? What's very
Infamous
active that we
turn
could
to
put on
pick.
the side of Infamous for RoboZ here?
Templar Assassin.
You cannot. Templar Assassin has been banned
Oh, that's true. Templar Assassin has been banned by their own team, no less.
by their own team. Yeah. So what would be a good
Good
a good hero.
non-Templar Assassin.
A non-Templar assassin? Well, we're about to find out.
Spirit.
I feel like conflicted on this because I was gonna say RoboZ plays a very good Ember Spirit, but is that a little too greedy? Are they not going to be active enough if they've
I
got
would have
two
said
people that kind of farm a
Outworld
little?
Devourer, and that way Beast could Devourer.
But you already have Alina.
Just play it in the safe lane. Nothing wrong
10
with that.
seconds remaining.
Or you play it in the off lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Hey, that hero is very good, especially against Legion Commander.
No, I agree. It's very good. It provides a save. It does a lot of damage. You've got the charges now in the
Choose your
Astral.
hero.
They're going to go for the Hector Abaddon.
They take it.
We talked about this the other day.
We did talk about this. You said he was the guy to.
He was the first guy to make a Manta on Abaddon, run it safe lane, and get all those Curse of Avernus procs. It was terrifying, and a lot of people were very excited to see, you know, this innovation coming out from the side of East Coast. They like to do this, you know, the safe lane Abaddon. We're not going to talk about the Doomless Doom that we saw, and the mid disruptor.
Is that something else that he?
That was something that he did at one point.
See, what do you call a Doom without Doom?
A dumb?
You see,
I don't know. I don't know.
that was a legitimate question. I'm not trying to.
I mean, I was sitting in the back. That was at the major actually with like I believe Fogged and Grant and everyone, and they were all like having this moment of like, why wouldn't he take Doom? Like they couldn't figure it out. And they're like, well, I guess sometimes in pubs you would hold off on taking it, but in this point in the game you probably want to pick it up. And like they're doing everything to theory craft behind it. Like they were really like trying to figure out because you know Hector's a great player. And things that he does, you know, might not necessarily be very apparent to us, but like they were really racking their brains backstage. But you know, we got the Abaddon. We know kind of what he likes to do with this hero. Is it going to be moving fast enough? Is this going to do enough? First Lux on the Lena. You do have the burst damage. What are your thoughts, Neff? What do you think?
Just really thinking of.
God damn it.
Right, these two drafts. I think I'm favoring Infamous's draft this game.
Okay.
I'm thinking they're a little bit stronger. Their draft a bit more sense to me. I think Abaddon is very powerful. I'm just not sure if he's good enough as a position 1.
Well, either they're gonna make believers out of you, or you're gonna keep holding on to that mindset here. But so this is cool. This is a Whisper Rubik.
Okay.
They're really changing things up over here.
Whoa.
So Whisper's on the Rubik, Schofield's on the Slardar. We have Stinger back on that Disruptor. Obviously
Maybe they're
Hector on the Abaddon.
They're a little confused as to what they want to do, maybe. Or maybe not confused as what they want to do. They feel a little out of place, or they need to shake things up after the last couple of... I don't think they expected to lose badly as they did yesterday, and I don't think they expect to lose their game just now. That turned around very fast. So, trying different things out, maybe.
Is this the time to be trying things out, though? It's a best one.
30
I like how
seconds.
fast you replied. Absolutely not. See down here, they're doing that little dance around the outpost.
I want
Not
to
too much
understand,
they can do.
honestly.
That's good. That's how you broaden your horizons.
Not sure about my horizons being broadened about this one Abaddon. I'm excited to be proven wrong though, as usual.
I'm glad you added per usual. Alright, so runes are picked up. Everyone's getting positioned here in lane. Did go for that level 1 Curse of Avernus on Hector.
Nice mustache.
God, that is a great voice line.
Nice mustache. I don't get it.
Nice. But the other one is nice horse. I like
She
that
said
one.
that one as well?
Yeah, she says that to like Keeper of the Light. I love that one. I think it's really funny. Legion Commander is a woman of few words, but they're all very... They're all very well thought out. That's succinct.
Stand-up comedy.
You know, Hector is playing one of those heroes that can be very aggressive early. I do like this, but again, you know, you wonder how is this going to translate later on into the game, so...
Yep.
Be keeping a close eye on his build here.
The weaker points of this core Abaddon is that hero with fairly low armor here. Although they did buff them by like 1.
Something like that.
Something like. Either way,
Something.
I think the Legion Commander is a lot better at trading right. Especially.
Well, it does have the built-in lifesteal, right? Once she gets that.
Built-in lifesteal, the extra heal and purge for pressing attack, and a lot of get people high movement speed as well, so you come out on top and get an extra auto attack, turn around and run. Yep.
Is it bad? I can almost feel the fury coming off of like Hector in this bottom lane. I don't know, I guess it's just because it's a Abaddon, right? Because he's got a lot of like, oh, nice shield coming out here from Hector. We'll protect him. We'll turn back around. They've got the kinetic field. Peta's still going to be able to get away. Be able to go burst off here. And just like that, you know, Stinger forced to use that south. Still going to be able to stay here in lane. It's just going to be a very active bottom lane, I have a feeling, considering. But yeah, the way that Hector has been like running at their faces, I feel this fury coming off of him. I don't know.
I do this a lot when I feel like I should be winning the game and that I'm better than my opponents. And I play very, very aggressively. It's not a good mindset to hold though. That's how you make a lot more mistakes and you end up losing.
Rune of haste.
I know.
The players here on Infamous are any worse than them. They are, after all, playing a 3-way tie.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You know, I know a lot of people were pretty surprised by the fact that Beast Coast got taken down by Infamous yesterday. But you have to remember, you know, they let the Void Spirit through, which is a very strong hero, and if you don't know how to play against it, you are going to suffer. The Enchantress had an incredible lane. Look, they played it very, very well. They had a good draft, too, so...
Commented on like, let's look at some of these other lanes though. Focused here on Hector and his fury. What about top? What about mid?
Well, I mean, well, hold that thought. That's top. Nice lift up. That's going to be the first blood. Tomato's going to get taken down by the off-lane Rubik.
This is, might sound a little bit mean, but I feel like for Tomato's performance these last couple of days is lacking. Lackluster.
How so?
I just see him making odd mistakes here and there, or playing kind of afraid when he doesn't necessarily have to.
I'll agree with that. He's always had a little bit of an issue with knowing when to farm and when to fight. And we did see it a couple times actually in some of Infamous's games where... Hold that thought. Is he going to try to make... No, looks like he's not going to try to jump on Schofield here. Just the fact that, you know, they'll be in the middle of a fight and he'll just TP out instead of trying to fight. And I know there's a time and a place, and obviously, you know, he is the pro player, so I don't like to criticize too hard on stuff like this because, you know, they have all sorts of... Okay, Whisper got another kill. Is he going to get a kill on the Morphling too? Robo-Z gets taken down by Chris Love. Bottom lane, they're also fighting, and they're going to be able to find the kill onto Hector. All right, everybody's just decided it's go time, apparently, in every single one of these lanes. My goodness.
Dire's middle tower
it's
is
going.
under attack.
It's for other people. Yeah, this Whisper has just been ruthless here attacking Tomato on Toronto did opt to go multiple points into morph or attribute shift. It's not called morph anymore. Boomer Dota. Multiple points in their attribute shift. Which again, you can have things with 2 points in it at the start of the game. If you're going multiple points into waveform instead because you want that extra nuke damage, you're gonna end up at a pretty disadvantage. Correct build.
A soldier's fortune.
Good to know.
Well, I guess there's no right and wrong build. One's just better than the other, and you chose the better one.
Well, the build that makes the most sense.
Build that wins
at
the
this
video
time,
game.
right? All right, so let's see. I believe, yeah, Chris Luck got a kill in the mid lane, so he's been able to secure his own lane, which is pretty nice. It makes sense that we consider that Lina is a ranged hero. Top lane Whispers had a pretty good time here. Have traded a little bit back and forth, but he does have 2 kills under his belt, so I'm sure that makes him a little bit nervous. The bottom lane feels like it's a bit
Radiant's bottom tower is under
off.
attack.
Like you've talked about, you know, the Legion Commander should be able to,
Winning more than he is.
yeah, should be able to do quite well in this lane. You do have the support coming out from Pepita on the Snapfire.
And Legion Commander is ahead.
Oh,
It's not as
God.
good as it should be.
That's another kill. Slithery. Do they have a stun here? They have the bash. Do they have no, they don't have enough to take down Tomato. But they've taken down Sladine a couple times now here in this top lane. This is going to be a fat Rubik.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, look at this.
don't want to be
Chris
playing
Luck.
Elder Titan against a hero like Slardar. I mean, Elder Titan wants to go ahead and trade melee. Astral Spirit buff. You're one of the best heroes in the game. Slardar. Break quick wars.
This is a dead Elder Titan yet again, although Snapfire makes his own rotation. He realizes, all right, this is not going the way that we would like to see it. Not going to be able to quite land that LSA, though. Schofield forced to run away. Chris Luck's courier gets killed, though, in the meanwhile. What was the trajectory path of the courier?
Question. It was heading through, or was just waiting at mid for the Lina.
Oh, and just...
For some reason decided to dive the tower and kill it. Heading back into the mid.
Oh, I mean, that is her lane.
I didn't actually see it. This is just an educated guess.
Because I can't imagine it going up through the river. Like, I don't think that they would have had that happen.
These are god gamers, Moxie.
For sure. Oh, Tomato again. Whisper. Running away with the lane. 4-0 right now. And the tip's coming out too. They're trying to tilt Tomato. They're gonna go. They're gonna go for a dive here. They have the ultimate over here onto Hector, so he's just gonna go and soak up a bunch of this damage from the tower. I don't know if he's still... Yeah, I think you back off here. You've already exhausted that ultimate. You don't know who's gonna TP to you. Just chill, boys. Chill.
Chill, baby.
Chill, baby.
As Winter Wyvern was.
That's a great line. Oh, Whisper. Oh, nice lift. We'll be able to throw back down, get the stun. I think it is Sladine. Sladine, he wants it, but he's not going to be able to get it. He's going to turn their attention now back to Schofield. Schofield, oh, nice crush. I don't think it's going to be enough, but he is going to eventually get taken down.
That was Slardar who lost the salve as well. So it was important to get that kill, though. Being to back in. Stomped in this so
Out on lane, the harass is still over here on the Abed, and Sacred knows that he's got the upper hand here. Does have to be careful that he doesn't go too far under that tower, take those extra hits, especially when he's also got that Curse of Avernus proc on him. Mid lane, TP comes out here, Slardar trying to push them off with the Lina.
very good boy defending his carry.
That's what you do. You TP for your cores, but no one TPs for you. Maybe take a couple of these hits too while you're at it. Why not? RoboZ just biding his time over here in this mid lane.
Now, I want your opinion on this one. Hector just picked up the Iron Talon. Is this the Hector item?
I don't think so, but he's very good at making use of it, for sure. Nice rotation here from Chris Luck. Whisper gets another kill on Sladine in the top lane. What is happening top? Schofield's gonna go, land a stun. He's trying to just as much damage as he can over here on Pepita. He's sitting pretty low, but I don't think he go for the dive as RoboZ is in the vicinity. Stinger trying to take that outpost over here is level 4. Needs to be careful. They do have the backup. In comes Pepita. He's got the glimpse. I think he might still get taken down here, though, as he is going to be able to get away. Nope, the slide coming out from RoboZ will be able to get themselves a kill. Pepita sitting very, very low. Goes for the cookie hop. Is he going to get taken down by Whisper here? Yes, they'll find that kill. Now, not a lot of mana left over here on RoboZ. Whisper doing a decent chunk of damage over here. Sitting at level 7, level 8 Ember Spirit.
Unfortunately, they did manage to take all of the shrines there on Beast Coast, but those were some kills. But
yeah, Legion got taken down with the rotation from Chris Luck too. Well, that's going down.
Lena's Ember Spirit, even those kills and above him. We're off to go this Slay the Fist first build, which I think is the most popular build. Is 60.
Chris Luck is gonna get stomped over here in the mid lane. He's got the sleep, and there's just an easy remnant. The LSA coming in a little bit too late there, as Whisper finds another kill on Tomato. Pepita, cookie hopping away, and it doesn't seem to matter though. They've got creeps, they've got a bash here. Stinger, Whisper, trying to get this final hit. It's a double kill for Whisper.
It's a godlike spree at 11 minutes, but we really need to get things together there.
Yeah, I'm not I mean, I think I've seen this matchup though, like a long time ago we used to see a lot of Rubiks being played in the mid lane, right? And they'd be going up against the Morphling. It was like a 1v1 setup, but like early on, I believe the Rubik definitely had the advantage back then. Just being able to use that Fade Bolt and get a fast 6. Schofield? Maybe getting a little too cheeky here. He should be taken down here. Another kill for RoboZ, so he's got to be feeling pretty good about that.
Now he's finally surpassing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He needs to. Because Aether Lens and Keen Optic already as well. He can use spells from space.
Yep. It's always a fun time when you're a Rubik player. So far the experiment coming out from Beast Coast is working in terms of, you know, having the Rubik be the farming core in the top lane. The Abed's still taking a little while to come online, obviously. In fact, he actually has the, he's got a Radiance queued up. Fight over here. Laguna Blade gets used. They'll find a kill on RoboZ. They went and they dropped that Earth Splitter, but Sladine taken down by Whisper. This guy's just too powerful right now. He even manages to go steal those Searing Chains. It's going to be a glimpse back. They don't want Tomato to join in on this fight, although Whisper's running at him, so maybe they do. You can see Schofield. It's already used that sprint, so he's not going to... Oh, he's thinking about it. You can see the TP's coming out. Legion going to be able to join the rest of the team here on the top lane.
And this is exactly what you want to do right now, because you want to have Hector have the space, be able to farm, get a couple items, and then join the fight. And it looks like you want the rest of Radiance this game as well. And I think the game could be over pretty fast if the Zappadon gets a Radiance. Very good against all these heroes here.
It just cracks me up when you're saying, you know, well, they want Hector to do... Yeah, they definitely... That's always the case, right? That's always Beast Coast.
But if you can get their attention away from him...
True. Very, very true.
They brought the attention to this Rubik and to helping Morphling here in the top lane, instead of it being on shutting down at all.
Tomato has had such a rough game so far. He just can't seem to deal with the top lane with the Rubik. Rotation coming out in the middle lane. Looks like Stinger didn't quite have that static storm anyway, so he's holding on to it. It's going to be coming up in about 5 seconds, though. Yeah, I think they're going to be able to get the kill on the Lina, though, before it's actually going to be able to come out. Oh, no, Chris Luck! He's... Oh, at the last second. I think they were trying to get themselves a duel. TPs are coming out, though. Whisper making his way over. There's going to be the duel coming out. It's going to be a telekinetic lift will be able to stun everyone out. Are they going to be able to find this dual damage? No, they're not. Steel's coming out. It's going to be the scatter blast being stolen from the Snapfires. Will take a kill and take out Pepita.
I mean, they dove pretty hard for that one. Beast. That 2-for-1 trade. Oh, didn't count even death as being part of that.
It's too long of a fight, maybe? Fight recap, yeah. I mean, it's free game death. You really can't take the world out of it. We're still in beta.
I'm still frustrated about that new arm around the Guardian Graves thing.
Yeah, that was very strange. Did you report that?
I didn't. I will do that after this game.
Sounds like a good idea. They do find a kill on Schofield, though. This is going to be the first kill here for, or sorry, second kill pick up for Tomato. So that's going to feel pretty nice, but you can see this battle coming out here. You've got the Snapfire, all of the heroes making their way towards this bottom lane. You don't have your Slardar. You do have Hector, though. He is trying to fight through with this Morphling, but on the back end, oh, very nice static storm. They're trying to keep him alive. They're not going to be able to do it. Whisper giving away a lot of gold. The Glimpse coming right back here again onto RoboZ. It doesn't matter, though. Sticker will fall.
Infamous starting to take back this game a little bit, and again, being able to take out that Rubik Godlike streak is a lot of gold for the wave of
big.
Yeah.
Chris Luck does have a Yules. Should be able to get out no problem. Just turn their attention to this mid tower.
Surprised they don't have an optic on the gas range. If you're 10-1, I guess you get to call the shots.
Right.
It's only fair.
See, he's got Blink Dagger queued up as the next item here for the Rubik. I'm sure we're gonna be seeing a Blink in the near future for Schofield. He does seem to be the cannon fodder, though. First one in, first one to die. So it seems half the time. Sometimes that's how it is, though. Look at all the items that just came up. My goodness. Imclaw gets found by the Ember. Royal Jelly for Morphling. Everybody spend a little time in the jungle.
When you gotta get those tier 2 items as soon as they come up, they're a pretty big advantage. I mean, consider like Nextbella, which used to be an extremely value item. Drop.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures.
Good item, that's for sure.
Very good item.
Dire's top tower.
Alright, we've got the Sacred Relic online now for Hector, so he's getting closer and closer to that Radiance. In fact, what do we have coming out here on this courier? It's the Radiance. We've got a Radiance Abed up and running at around 17 minutes. Pretty scary stuff right now.
Only issue is a bit low on mana at the moment. Ring of Aquila should help change that.
Good item, Ring of Aquila.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oh, Whisper. Is your spidey sense tingling? I don't think it is. Gets the steal. The duel immediately followed up, but he does manage to shift, though. Is still gonna get taken out.
Dire's top tower.
Now, I believe he holds on to that shift, right?
He does. He's going to be at 88 strength and 1 agility for until he gains extra agility strength.
Right. Slardar TPing and they want to try to fight this. Schofield looking for an opening. There's going to be the Yules getting used over on the Ember Spirit. They've got the Static Storm too. They need to hold him into place here. They don't necessarily have that lockdown. As Lina in a very awkward situation is going to get taken down. And comes Hector. He's got the Radiance online. He's just running around in circles though. He can't seem to find himself a target that he wants to go after. And it's going to be Tomato coming back in. They've got the Mortimer Kisses. That's going to be a very dead disruptor, but they'll turn back around. Pepita could be hopping away. Not a lot of mana left over here onto Hector, but he does have that Radiance burn. He's still going to be giving chase. Slardar, he was looking for that jump. He's not going to be able to find it. They did manage to steal the Mortimer Kisses, but it's only going to be enough to try to take him away. Oh, but they get the duel on Sacred, jumping back in, waiting for his moment.
Beautiful, Baron. It was so close to that kill on Ember. Lina just didn't manage to get the Laguna blade off. He definitely would have died, and I think it would fight if unfortunately, they weren't able to kill that Ember Spear during the lockdown and static field.
The static, it was a little bit off, right? It wasn't quite in the...
It was the kinetic field that was a little bit off.
Yeah.
Static Storm was definitely off.
Well, I think he dropped the kinetic first, too. So I think if it was adjusted just a little bit, but there was just enough wiggle room for him to move over to the side. Still though, Hector top of the net worth, 9.8k, 7.6 on the Morphling, and 7.4 on RoboZ's Ember Spirit. Oh, the stomp. Lena's still nearby. The Yules follow up with the LSA. Do they use, yeah, I was about to say, there's a Laguna Blade coming for his face.
Finally managed to take down this Ember. He's been
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
now going to the BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's a good call. I think those Mortimer kisses are just a huge problem. You also consider, you know, the fact that Morphling is going for that shotgun build, and obviously, you know, Elder Titans kit.
Soldier's fortune.
Well, the biggest problem we talked about at the start of this game was just Legion Commander wanting to get on top of this Lina with very low armor, low HP.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm not sure how much BK will help with that one.
Not so much, but there are other things that the BKB will be very useful for. I've got 38 dual damage on Sacred already.
Well, for himself. A lot of that was fast.
Yeah, I mean, that last pop in at the last second, oh, look at this, they're looking for the duel on Whisper, and they're definitely gonna find themselves another victory. It's interesting to see how, like, Legion has shifted back and forth quite a bit, right? Like, we saw her as being just mostly core sustain, being a W, and now, you know, we're starting to shift back to, you know, using her as an initiator, using her as, you know, infinite scaling damage.
Sound strategy. I will
Just thinking about that Rubik going down, I touched on that very briefly. I feel you watch this and you think, okay, well, it's just like a position 4, it's just my support, it's just a Rubik that died, but that was somebody who was 10 and 0 until just a moment ago. So the fact that he just dropped 3 times in a row,
yeah,
that's a core hero that's lost a lot of his patches now.
They gotta finish this rush fast. There are a lot of people making their way over right now. In fact, they've already spotted out the Elder Titan. They're coming into this pit. We don't have Morty Kisses, luckily, but they know that they're in there. Ice Striker right, they gotta finish this up fast, and it's actually gonna be the Radiant. And Chris Luck, who managed to snap up that Aegis. Beat does get used on Chris Luck. That is his 9-second BKB, I believe. No, yep. So, that is down, but they did manage to secure themselves the Aegis. He's going to be able to stand in these fights a little bit easier, and also going to be able to pick himself up a double damager.
Try to take something off of that in the next 2 minutes before they activate it. I think they're probably going to push ball, like Tier 1 towers still available down there. You know, that Roche was pretty important for grabbing in their back. Starting to slip in and getting back in it. A bit late for that on Infamous. If they had Mortimer, a lot easier time taking it faster.
Agreed. We do have a Manta, I believe, completed now for Hector. So we'll be keeping an eye on him during these fights. This is how he typically likes to run it. He likes to kind of split push a little bit with it. Almost, he basically runs it like an alchemist, I guess. It's a good way to equate this.
Hector special.
The Hector special indeed. We get a short pause. Looks like they're ready to go again. Not sure. They've been having a little bit of, I think, some lag issues occasionally at their team house. I know they've been having a couple pauses here and there, but
It's only been set up for about 2-3 weeks now, though, right?
it just recently got thrown up, yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Man, look at Slarder just sliding through that river. My goodness.
He's a very swimmy boy.
Indeed. It's almost like he's a fish.
Almost as if he's a fish.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
All right.
He's
Radiant's
looking
top
very
tower
far
is under
for
attack.
something to jump on here.
Dire's bottom
Unfortunately,
tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Well, it looks like they're just going to trade tier 2s here, but they hit so fast the Curse of Avernus. Look at Chris Luck, too. He's got 3 stacks, that Fiery Soul. They're just going to rip through these buildings, and already you can see the TPs coming back. They don't want to allow them to break into Slardar sitting on the low ground. He does have that blink. They get a glimpse back, though, so they get the stun off, but they'll glimpse him away, and that opens this up quite a bit. You don't have to worry about the Elder Titan coming in with a stun. You might want to just back up. Oh, the procs coming out from Robo Z gets the kill on Schofield. Now Whisper is gonna get stomped. And back up though.
Yeah, Mortimer just on the Rubik right now. That's the take a fight on it.
What was that range?
That was an illegal adaptive strike. We're gonna need to get a ref in on that.
That was insane. He was so far. He wasn't even in frame.
Yeah.
He threw that out. What does he have? What do we have any like? It's just a Vambrace.
Just a Vambrace.
What? I was expecting something to extend the range or something, you know?
Secret pay to win Vambrace.
Pay to win Vambrace.
None to burn.
All right, well, East Coast, they did lose their Aegis, but they managed to crack high ground at about 24 minutes or so.
All right, I'm looking now. You definitely got the +6 armor from the Guardian Group today.
Radiant are scattered.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
You're not gonna freak out?
There was definitely a patch at some point yesterday, though.
There was a mini patch, yeah.
I swear it happened, everybody.
No, I was there. We have VODs. There was a recording. An optic online though for the Snapfire. Quickening Charm up and running over on Hector. Be able to take advantage of those cooldowns for sure now when he's working on, I think it was a Shadow Blade he had queued up after. What else is he up getting sent out to him right now?
Yeah, Shadow Blade.
The Silver Edge. But
Legion Commander.
what?
Well,
Oh, okay. I was like, that's not who I was talking about. What?
He was one good. We rarely see that item these days.
Yeah, it's not super popular anymore.
We've gotten a lot better at buying wards.
Well, wards are free, so I should hope that they would get better at buying wards.
Sentries, they cost money.
Sentries do cost money, but you have a little extra coin in your pocket. And you don't have to buy those observers here. And look how fast just pops that that Manta. You can see he's already sending out one of his illusions.
They're grouped up in a very odd way on Furia right now. They know where all the
Infamous
Ghost are. Infamous, sorry. Woo.
Yesterday was all best of twos, so today is best of ones until we reach regular bracket here. All right. So it looks like the only tier 2 left for the side of Beast Coast to try to take is in the mid lane. Got a BKB online for RoboZ. Fresh 10-second duration.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I feel like the wards coming out from the side of Infamous here. They've got nice coverage. And see whoever's going to be in the jungle. Of course, there's not many creeps in the camp right now. Oh, they've got...
Smoked up here. They know there's a bunch of you.
Yeah, they're going to jump in immediately. They want to take out this Disruptor. They don't want to have to deal with that Static Storm. They have the stolen Mordekisses again, but they just don't have the range. They're not fast enough. Slardar was looking for some sort of initiation here. He's going to go for that Earth Splitter. They just take too much damage as Infamous just run over them with their Morphling. Very nice use of smoke. Very nice use of warding coming out from the side of Infamous.
And you want to try and take something off of his paw, or maybe run down mid and get, fortunately, the massive might not be able to get that much from it.
You might be able to give it a couple tippy taps.
Hector.
Yeah, Hector just running at Pepita. He's got that Shadow Blade. He's on the hunt. He's trying to burn him down. See that proc. There's a lot of other people here. There's no one else here to help Hector. He's pretty far right now. He seems pretty angry. He's gonna get held into place. He's silenced up here because they've made their own illusions back right at him. The shield, ooh, he does have that Shadow Blade though. In comes Disruptor. BKB is gonna get dropped here by RoboZ. Hector needs to be careful. The jump forward coming out from Schofield though, as they're gonna chase after, and they kill Hector. I'm not sure what he was thinking. I'm not sure what he was thinking. I don't know.
Such confidence that
I know,
in them though.
he really did. He really swaggered on in there. No mana really left over here. Nice stomp. There's gonna be the lift up again as they have that fade, but they have the duel again. Another kill now going out for Tomato. He's about to get himself another one, I have a feeling. Oh, nope. The cookie hop. Pepita says, I will take that. Thank you very much.
It felt so odd from Hector, and again, it felt odd at the end of that team when they chose to go on that Rubik banner instead of jumping in the pop. Maybe he just didn't want to wait for his ally to pop the Lincolns.
I just don't understand why Hector would run in there without anyone nearby.
He felt like he could do something. It felt like a very, very odd move. Again, this is something you see a lot in pubs when people are frustrated. It's like, okay, I'm going in. If you don't come with me, then I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Mindset. Hopefully that's not something that Beast Coast is falling into here.
Hopefully not, but you never know. Stinger trying to TP out. Should be just fine.
Radiant are scanning.
Beast Coast losing this lead here. They're down to like 1k net worth lead. Take a look at the graphs. That's a huge change. If you look at the experience and the team map. Chat is calling you Mason, by the way, Neff.
I'm not new to this. I'll accept it.
Poor Neff. This is Neff Sensei. He might sound a little similar to Mason. He is not. You are not Mason's little brother. Stop it. This is like when Rich tells everyone he's related to Zayori because they're both Campbells.
Come on, I'm Jason.
No, you're not Jason. Not Jason. We do have a pause. Who paused here? Looks like Tomato had a pause and he's gonna have to reconnect. So we'll take a little moment. So we're back to about even here, right? We've got less than 1k net worth lead over to the side of Beast Coast. Infamous has been taking some really nice fights. Some of it caused by some questionable decision making coming out from Beast Coast. It does feel like they're tilted. It feels very, like I told you earlier, you know, watching Hector in the bottom lane, how aggressive he was.
I couldn't see it myself. I just felt like he was playing very confident. And again, sort of, I should be winning this game. I could play better than you. I'm playing aggressive, but that's how all these mistakes start to happen.
All right, well, I'll get the glimpse off over here on the Legion Commander. That'll be a nice, quick pick off, although it does take a decent chunk of time. This Lina is very far forward, too. She needs to be careful. But there's Schofield still standing nearby. Gonna get held in place. They follow up with fuels. BKB is gonna get used. They have a lift off. There's gonna be the buyback coming out from this Legion Commander. They'll find the kill onto RoboZ. No buyback on him right now.
There's a bit of a mistake there by the Empress Spirit. He hasn't using that King Bar there. Definitely should have popped it right away. Legion Commander is forced to buyback now. And Empress Spirit not having a buyback.
Oh, they go in, though, for the duel, but they drop the static storm on top, but they will be able to take out Chris Luck. He did not have that BKB anymore. At least Mortimer is doing a lot of damage, but Hector already going and using his ultimate here is going to be forced back.
It's out of there with the Shadow Blade, just to be a pick off, if not visibility in the extra. But it goes right back in.
Hector?
I don't know about this one.
I don't know about this one either. It's disarmed. Got the E-Blade. They don't have the detection at this time. He is going to have his ultimate back up. They're going to go right back in again, it looks like. Nope, they just want to make sure it's saving Private Hector here. Get out, sir. Please.
Slightly faster on Infant. Definitely would have died there. I'm not sure about some of Hector's moves right now. That almost is very costly.
Yes, that could have been very, very bad for them. I think you sit back, you wait until Lina's back up again. Might want to try to get Roche, although it looks like Sacred's already got his eyes on it. 136 dual damage now, too. This is worrisome if they're able to take this Roche, which it looks like they're going to be able to do with no consequence.
They need to do this very fast before Lina is able to out though. They know that they're doing it now. I'm not sure they can do it in time.
Oh. Well, if they can find an open duel, that was very close. They do have good wards up and around the side too, so they can keep an eye on anyone who's going to be able to approach. You know Sacred's just twitching right now, but it looks like they're going to concede this Roche. They're not going to be able to get there in time.
I want to say though, it's like night and day watching Tomato in the early game versus the late game. I just feel such more confidence from. He has a couple.
I think it also helps that he's playing a hero that he really enjoys and knows very, very well.
Yeah, it's almost like he feels unfamiliar with the game when he's not and doesn't have all these items backpack.
Well, it makes you wonder about confidence, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Hector right now seems to have an overabundance of it.
Reminds me of a young now.
It's just an illusion. Have a flourish completed on Hector. Looks like he's going to be going for the Assault Cuirass as his next item. You can see everyone on Infamous kind of grouped up over here. Do we have... We don't have any smoke. They're trying to bait maybe with Sladine. Ooh, Chrislock needs to be careful. He's very far forward.
Both teams playing their side of the map. Looks like they're hesitating a bit more now on Beast. I'm gonna go. They're ready to go. Maybe afraid of that Morphling getting mad.
Soldier's fortune.
Morphling's happy to wait and finish its eye of Scotty. Much down that Abaddon.
It's a bit dark on the map for the side of Beast Coast. It's a bit scary.
You got vision of Disruptor.
Careful there, little Disruptor.
Got it up there. He dewards it.
Lena's very far forward.
You do want to take this fight right now, I think, if you see the bottom lane, see the game one down. Say go. And that's exactly
TP out.
Happening now.
Oh, they go for the duel, but the Lincolns. Hector TP's right on out there. I don't think they realized that Chrislock had completed that. I don't believe he had that in the last fight, did he?
No. Wait, Lena?
Yeah.
Sorry, no, we just had that for a while.
Okay. Stomp?
I was reading something the chat said, apologies.
Oh, okay. Earth Splitter's gonna get used here, but they're gonna be able to divide. And they do manage to steal it over on Whisper, so that could be really, really nice for them.
Could be. We'll see.
Depending on the fight that they can take. And a lot of it's going to come down to Beast Coast, I think, being the aggressors, but when they have an Aegis over on the side of Infamous, I don't think you want to push it just yet. I think you need a very opportune fight.
Max HP. Good 55. Application.
Hector sending in those illusions, trying to put some damage onto the racks. Trying to force someone back. Lena is nearby as well. Trying to get that Curse of Avernus on both of them.
Yeah, I'll have to use the repair kit here on tier 2. It feels a little bit off.
I don't know. They do, oh man, they have an Ember Spirit though, right? This is like one of the best solutions is you just go over there and then you remnant right back to your team.
He doesn't have boots of travel yet, but I imagine quickly.
Yeah. They're forcing quite a bit back though. You've got Lena pushing in one side. Look at these illusions coming out from the Abaddon. Look at the damage that he's output. Curse of Avernus, plus his own damage. The illusions
will die. It's only a matter of time.
Is this the way that you want this game to go though?
100 HP. Direct to creeps.
Hector is very far forward here. He is very difficult to take down, though, so... They smoke. They see it? I hear it.
You want to get out of here right now, Olympus. You don't want to be...
Oh, and that's the Aegis.
It's go time.
Where? Oh, they want Robo Z. It's the lift, followed up by the split. Get the stop. They just use everything. Oh boy, he's just deleted. That BKB.
That was
did not matter.
No.
Did not matter.
Not matter. Is it the Rubik Earth Splitter and the Lina Aghanim Scepter?
Lina Aghanim Scepter. Yeah, they're forcing people to come back, and they get a glimpse off. Hector is gonna try to take the tower. Got Lina over on the side. It's a good opportunity. So 2 towers down now, 1 rack is leaded. It's a big surprise for them. You can see Sacred over on the side. I don't know if you want to go in on this. I think you're happy with the fact that you forced the bot back and you've got some buildings. This game is so weird. Smoke of their own coming out from the side of Infamous. Hoping maybe to get some stragglers in their jungle. Maybe they think Hector's going to be a little bit too greedy. I never like the smoke play into the uphill climb, though, at night. It always makes me a little bit nervous.
And for some reason, teams keep doing it. It's really the turning point where everything goes horribly wrong, but they keep doing it.
Generally, they can see Hector over here on the side. Spell Prism gets picked up. That's a very nice item. Runes are up as well.
My waters rise.
Oh god, watching Hector makes me so flippin' nervous. Because I'm afraid, like, he's just one bad situation could potentially lose them the game.
Yeah. Good. That's exactly what happened last game.
Yeah.
But Havoc Hammer now more things. So here's the play. Yeah, Ethereal Blade.
Double damage right now too.
Quickly shift your entire attribute to strength and then Havoc Hammer.
It's a risky play. Hitting the 40-minute mark now. Got the Paladin Sword on the Morphling. Still have the Quickening Charm. He's got a Bacter. He's going to be going for that Abyssal Blade on Hector. Magic Lamp.
It's a nice item.
Would you throw that on? Slardar maybe, since he's been the frontliner?
Whoever the Morphling's gonna jump on, I think. Real Blade. Thrown into ethereal form.
Looks like it's going to be put on the Disruptor. That does seem like they like to jump on him and take him out of the equation, because he also has the Aghanim Scepter, which is the big ticket item on a little Disruptor. God, look at these items, just raining items.
Prince's Knife is a very, very good one.
Absolutely.
Attack, projectile speed, I think that's very good. I got the Paladin. Maybe he just wants the life steal for now until I that.
Alright, Ember Spirit hitting that 25, now has the 2 Slight Fist charges.
Invisibility.
Feels like a fight's gonna brew very, very soon. They do have the, yeah, they've got the ward over there. A lot of sentries placed in the Roche Pit. Needs to be very, very careful here. Schofield. And the ward as well. Just a little bit out of range. Drop that Spirit over, making sure. Roche is up. They need some kind of a pick-off, though, or they need someone to go home and deal with these Spectre illusions, right? Morphling getting into bed, immediately jumped on, though, here. They'll go, they'll drop the Static Storm, and it's an Aghanim Static Storm, but they need some backup. They need some help. Oh, the Horde Spinner putting it right back in again. That lamp coming through, but it doesn't do enough. That is the Static Storm down. They're in the pit. That's BKB's. Hector, though, he knows that this is his time. He's got to do something here. He's got to try to make this count, because the rest of his team, they can't fight around this Roche Pit. This is easily going to be an Aegis picked up for Tomato. Snapfire also coming back. Hector is going to have to go use that invis, run away.
And that's the Aghanim Scepter inhibitor as well for the Morphling, Lucas, and the Cheese. So things have gotten a lot harder for the East Coast after that team fight. And again, that was one of the best case scenarios for them. Maybe not the best case scenario. You can get several heroes trapped for that static from a disruptor, but he got the Morphling in there. He couldn't pop BKB. He just had so much lifesteal just from his pallet store that he was out healing the damage it was doing inside there.
It's very scary for Beast Coast, but if you're Infamous, you're feeling pretty good right now. Last tier 2 it seems, and they've got Legion with that Shadow Blade pretty kitted out too. You've got the Blade Mail, you've got the Heaven's Halberd, she's also got the Cheese. A lot of dual damage on this lady.
It's only getting harder and harder for them to definitely gonna outscale like Abaddon.
That is for sure. What would you like to see coming out for Chris Luck? Look, that's Sacred. He wants a duel. There's gonna be the jump forward though coming out from Schofield. Be able to grab the press the attack off with the Legion, I believe. Glimpse right back in again. Legion blinking away. Nice stomp though coming out from this Elder Titan. Hector now is caught out. He's far away from the rest of his team. He's trying to push out, and again they do have the press the attack. Are they going to be able to go and delete? Yes, they're going to be able to go take out that Aegis. They drop the Earth Splitter. Not going to be able to find just about anything here, and that's a really nice static storm. But where's the damage? Where's the follow-up? They're just taking him off on the side. Cookie Hop coming out. There's going to be Robo Z coming forward. He's got the BKB Stinger. He's taking too much damage. He's going to get taken down. The Scotty slowing down Chris Luck. He's going to have to force himself back. Those Mortimer kisses coming out. Hector still here, still alive, still trying to get over there, but he is going to be put to sleep.
Apparently, stream is not live.
I don't understand. I am broadcasting. It might be something on the other end.
Not live at the moment.
All right, well, we're going to have to just cast for the people in game right now. They're going to go use that repair kit. They're going to be able to take down this Lina. Lina down, has buyback, coming right back in. Hector, he's trying to burn everybody out. They're going to have to go use that cheese over here onto Sacred. Sacred running away. Hector, he's still here. They get a nice glimpse back. Should be able to go and find the kill onto the Legion Commander. As the rest of the side of Infamous forced to retreat.
That's many buybacks.
That is many buybacks. In fact, we're going to pop that up. I'm going to just try to see the stream because I've got a full section, so.
I'm not sure what K1 is doing. He didn't say for buyback in that himself. I mean, if he over. Lucky, I mean, he did, but down third. Up right now in him. At their base. But yeah, they're ready to push right now. East forces and themselves on down for 30 seconds still on Murder Spirit, but K1 is just going ham on this tower.
We can afford to do it. Look at him just wailing away over here. Does have the Assault Cuirass finished. Trying their best to keep them out of the base. They want the Legion Commander. They do have the buyback, though. This is going to be the lift drop back over onto Tomato. They don't quite have that ultimate up and running just yet, though. They're trying to keep the Ember Spirit alive. Cookie Hop coming forward. He has the BKB. It's going to be the waveform forward. They had the static storm, but they didn't get it off in time. This is a disaster coming up for this disruptor. They're going to end up losing the Rubik as well as now K1. Forced to run away. These Mortimer kisses. They're being thrown left and right. Chris Luck, though, he has that good ability. It's not going to be enough, though. Yule stuff into the air. Tomato's just waiting for his moment.
And he's got it. I mean, Lena's down for 120 seconds now. The only person they have up is one. He's sitting on 4k gold right now. He does have buyback. He looks like he's thinking about buying a BKB, but he's not sure. They need to push right now. Infamous, there's a chance to end this game. Without Lena up, they could end this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This might be it for them. They might be losing these tiebreakers.
I'm trying to figure out, should I just restart the stream? Like, my stream health is fine. All right, well, hold that thought because we've got a big battle going on over here with the Morphling, with Hector. So got him all silenced. Just gonna have to get Cookie out the way. They've got the Lincolns on him too. Still don't have the Lena, still don't have the Disruptor. Hector doing everything he can to try to fight through this. He's gonna go pop that, and he's doing a decent amount of damage right back at him, but the problem is this Morphling is so tanky.
He might be able to defend him. He tried to pop his hand. Hector successfully buying them time.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think things are good.
Dire's middle tower
Comforting
has fallen.
rune of
6k
regeneration.
up on him.
It is
You
getting...
get one set of rats, but they just lost the tier 4 tower to best them. Scratch, like you said.
Dire's
Duel
middle
Oh god.
is under
It gets picked off.
Dire's
Yeah, Stinger a little bit too far
And Stinger
forward
doesn't
here.
buy back right now either.
Hector? Hector trying to fight a lot of these guys right off the bat. He's got his eyes over here onto Peta. Goes, he pops that Manta. Cookie hop away. Robo Z coming right back in again.
I mean, Hector is very, very strong. I'm actually surprised. Movement speed, the miscoil AoE. Still got a little ways. He goes for Morphling.
Damage.
Ultimate Orb. Stop that Abed on ultimate. Proc the silence on
The house of Ernest.
Just trying to do everything.
Sorry, I'm talking to Abed. I'm trying to figure out the stream.
Oh, that's completely fine. I'm trying to cover for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I like this enough play-by-play casting, you know? I'm on fantasy points now for some reason. I'm sorry, guys.
Jobs.
You are coming from my job. I'm gonna have to take you out, Neff. And not in the nice way. We still have a sense of humor here, guys. Thank God. All right, let's see. We've got the repair kit. Everything is on fire. Yeah. Again, I apologize for those of you who are joining from the stream. Did I wait for the delay? What the hell is she talking? What? Oh dear, Sacred is here. No, I'm just gonna have to run away.
Get out of there as quick as possible. I'm not sure if Peter's gonna be away from so he tried. Unfortunately, doesn't get into the high ground.
Not quite. They are looking to maybe re-engage Sheriff Schofield, showing himself.
I'm not sure you want to when your Snapfire is dead for a couple of months. I think except that you lose the Snapfire there.
Oh, this is looking pretty good if they can get this kill over on the Ember Spear. They've got the Laguna Blade. They got him up. He's down. They do have buyback.
Beast Coast takeover. They want the map back. They want the enemies. They're not joking around anymore. They're out for blood.
Yeah, they're going right on in here. You've got those Hector illusions. Look at him just chunk away. Look at the damage coming off of Hector. Holy They're trying everything they can to push him away, but it's not looking like it's going to be the rest of the team now following up. They have held on to the buyback on RoboZ. They don't want to use it.
I'm not sure why they're going to need to buyback.
I don't know. They're trying to go and blow up the Lena, but the Lena has an Aeon disc. They're going to go waveform forward. They need to be careful here. Lena, she needs some help. Has the BKB. There's going to be the use over on the Legion Commander. They'll turn right back around. There's a whole other fight, though, going on inside of the base as they managed to delete Sacred. Sacred, no buyback. Hector popping his own BKBs, making his way over. They're going to try to go for some more building damage, it looks like.
I just don't understand why the Christmas not buying back. I mean, he doesn't.
I don't know. I think it's too late. I think it might be too late for him to buy back. Hector, he's just slicing through these buildings. They can't seem to push him away. He's just this immovable force. They'll take the racks. There's a moment of silence just coming out because of the fact that he has been slept, but those are mega creeps coming out.
Do have the ability to defend items. There was no reason to not buy back there. I mean, you were thinking with this. And I feel like you lost a couple of heroes, maybe to take down the Lena because of it. That's just a greedy play by Infamous. back on this game. They go over here, they take Roach. Now it's gonna drop a pressure charge. Jeez.
This fire will never go out.
Everything's coming up East Coast.
They're turning it around, that's for sure. All right, so what do we have here? Still trying to figure out the stream thing. I'm so sorry, guys. Not something, I don't believe this is on my end, unfortunately.
Shout out to the viewers who watch things at Dota TV.
Shout out to you guys.
Care about.
Oh, if they can get a... No, they've got the vision. They can see Hector coming in. Hector just waltzing on in here. Does not care. He wants this tower. He wants it now. He does not care about anything that you have to throw at him. He's gonna go, drops down that Thistle Blade. They're trying to keep Robo-Z still alive. I hear a Laguna Blade on the back end. The Legion Commander gonna be back up again, but they're gonna end up losing Robo-Z. Robo-Z down. Look at Hector. He's just going full on beast mode.
The Ancient, he doesn't care anymore.
Screaming Gorgo. Beast Coast. What a hell of a slogfest to get.
Yeah, it was looking really rough for them for a little bit there, but I don't know about that Ember Spirit not buying back at the end there. They lost 2 sets of racks and gave up John because of the...
OG's turn to pick. OG's turn to pick. Ten seconds remain. Radiant team ban.
Earthshaker, I would say probably Saxa. And now a Kunkka, which is still versatile between mid one, Topson and Sumail. You know, you've got these versatile heroes for the side lanes, very strong.
Cleave against Visage and the birds, always amazing. Any summons from the Beastmaster as well. Also damage mitigation coming out from both. It's already liking OG's lineup. Maybe the last pick on aggressive mode will give me, wow, they really have a chance.
Yeah, we'll have to see what it is.
But I'm not seeing that hero. What about... yeah, you mentioned Lycan, but it might be too all-in.
It might be what they have to do, though. We'll see. I do like the fact that, you know, boat, you can throw it onto the Roared target or into Storm Kinetic Field. You've got some good ways of mitigating damage, like you said. I've you know, just clicked in my head. They've picked Beastmaster into Oracle, so the false promise, you know, being able to save people out of Raw will very likely always be there for OG. They're banning Batrider as well, man. Like, it's a Lycan, right? It's got to be.
Maybe Luna. Luna's aura changed. Now it gives damage. Instead of old Vengeful Aura giving damage.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to guess where they're heading right now.
It is a bit of a wonky draft, but I think you're right. It's some kind of strat, right? It's some kind of pre-made draft. Maybe adapting a little bit here and there. Bristleback now for OG. A big tanky hero. 3 pretty invulnerable core heroes with boat and Oracle saves behind them as well. Aggressive mode don't have any nuke damage. They've got no real way of dealing with any of this.
And you have this Bristleback who builds all these tanky team fighting items, Crimson Guard, Pipe, Solar Crest, you name it. really tough choice for aggressive mode.
5 seconds remaining.
Just pick the Lycan, ignore heroes, and kill towers. That's that's the job of aggressive mode
Just
right now.
outplay them.
Just outplay them, lol. It really is almost an impossible pick. Slark will be the final hero, so they do have something to try and manage these, you know, Kunkka, Bristleback, tanky, annoying heroes as Skitter grabs it up.
They're still deciding. They're not showing who's going mid. Pango or Visage. Topson, Bristleback, mid one on Kunkka.
So
They will
it is.
wait until the last second to pick their heroes.
Sumail Troll. Should be fun to watch. Something he was playing a little bit on Chaos while he was over there. Baranya, Pangolier, Skylark, Beastmaster, Skitter on the Slark, so it will be a Lil Visage, Spartan on the Disruptor. Pretty standard as all things go.
10 seconds remaining.
Can they run they can run a tri-lane and leave
5
Skylark
seconds
alone?
remaining.
The question is, does OG care? They can just secure farm for Sumail. Mid one will recover.
Or they could even just put Topson against the trial and say, hey Topson, you know, deal with it for 3 or 4 minutes and we'll force them to move. You know, that's one of the great things about Dota now is you don't have to match the tri-lane versus tri-lane. You can try and, you know, whittle them down and find a little bit of advantage here or there, but forcing your opponents out of their tri-lane and into your dual lanes is definitely a possibility. They could also do that with a Kunkka. The troll. They've got so many options.
It's an okay Slark game. There is some control with X mark, but that's pretty much it. There is some AoE damage that they can throw while he's under the shadows of his ulti. Earthshaker, Kunkka both Torrent. Also, he can get out of the Whirling Axis, which is a pretty big deal. Same goes for any Oracle spell, minus armor from BB.
Off we go. Game 2. OG 1-0 in the lead here, and it's best of 3. And the winner, the winner of this series, potentially, if OG wins this game, they do secure themselves that spot and major. Get ourselves underway, find out exactly what we're dealing with. Saxa, Earthshaker, Topson, Bristle. And all 4 heroes heading down the bottom. Sumail and No-Tail joining them. Mid one will be up top alone, as it looks like potentially, you're right, a tri-lane being marked up here by aggressive mode. Skitter, Lil, and Spartan wandering up towards top. And have left Skylark alone down bottom lane.
So what they can do is just leave mid one alone against the tri-lane, say, whatever, man. Like, he's gonna recover the built-in cleave, can't farm the jungle while we hear the troll. Mid lane should be okay.
One cutting some trees. Not overboard down. I wonder if I know they spotted him. I know they saw his overboard saw mid one, but I don't know if they realized that that ward did get placed in that space. And nobody going for the outposts just yet.
They do not want to show whether they're tri-laning or not. Skylark being pinged out.
What
There's pings coming. Oh, they want Earthshaker to block the wave. Okie dokie. So they'll block the wave with Saxa, and that will give this Troll Oracle a much better time of holding the wave back behind this tree line especially, and back behind this camp so they can stack and pull and manipulate the wave away from Skylark pretty much perpetually. And there it is. Saxa blocks the wave. Topson is mid, as mid one is top. That's not a brain melter at all.
I don't think you want to play tri-lane against the Visage and Disruptor. He uses a Thunderstrike. There's a lot of damage. Soul Assumption charges will come up, and then they can start playing aggressively. Also, once they get to level 2, the extra slow from Grave Chill, Kinetic Field, even a bounce. Let's see what mid one decides to do.
Denied.
He decides to stay away from the creep wave. Oh, he walks forward a little bit. Mid one gets pounced upon. There's the leash. Lil with the Soul Assumption down to about 100 HP. The final touch from Skitter will secure your first blood up in the top lane. as mid one's life does get claimed up. Skylark looks pretty okay here. There's a double range creep wave actually coming his way.
Earthshaker keeping top. Let's get the experience on the bottom and some last hits under the tower.
Saxa really, his primary job here is just to fisher back, you know, the Slark, defend the mid one Kunkka as best as he can, and here it comes. The lane swaps are happening. Slark down towards bottom lane. Pounce ready to go. Onto the troll. No, the Oracle is the target of choice. No Tail going to get burst down. Shredded by the Thunderstrike. Skylark giving chase, and the final touch. Where is it? Thunderstrike not enough. No Tail still alive at like 3 HP after the final tick, but a long glimpse. Back we go, Sumail. Battling Skylark continues to get the damage in. No Tail falls to Spartan now with a 1-for-1 trade. It does come out. Skitter with the Essence Ship, stacking up the stacks, and with one bonus agility, they'll pause after the death of Sumail.
Pause and go. Alright, that was a quick pause.
He just had to readjust his pants, you know.
It's not like a matter, it was keys.
Spartan.
Usually it is.
Yeah. I mean,
pause, you say door, then you unpause a second after.
Door. My brother's at the door, my cat is on fire, my pizza's here. Give them all the excuses at once.
Oh, Lil's
So
getting
Lil-
a lot of experience on the top lane. Beastmaster trying to pull the wave since lane swap is happening. There's a lot of slow. Grave Chill, Beastmaster's Boris, and also Orb of Venom queued up for Skylark.
How's that mid lane then? 12-0, 10-0, pretty even between the two of them. Disarm definitely annoying him at Thompson, and Baranya with a stick mitigating some of the damage that's coming out of the Quill Spray, and of course keeping his mana pool up. His bottom lane, Sumail, the Soul Assumption, doing a ton of damage, and they've got yet another kill. Skitter there, helped out by this tri-lane. The two supports making short work of OG in this early laning phase. And No Tail and Saxa will be forced away as well.
If they decide to fight this tri-lane, I don't think they can win. Also, they're getting a lot more from it. Slark already level 3.5. They only need a bit of mana. On Disruptor, Lil has no mangoes left. You wanna also bring some mangoes to the bottom lane.
There's a good little block there by Saxa. Looks like Spartan will still get the pull across. This can be contested though. Sumail's returned to the lane. No Tail notices the pull. Fortune's End securing the range creep. Very nicely done. Mid one up at top. Hello, what's happening? Skylark X'd into Torrent. Mid one does get the connection with a good Tidebringer. Kills the boar. That's the most important part. Skylark was relying on that boar to slow him down. So mid one gets the solo kill over on the 1v1 lane.
We already knew that mid one can play Kunkka at the mid lane.
Spartan
Can play Kunkka on the side. Mind
Sumail. Spartan. The solar some massive amount of damage. No more control. Spartan. He's still alive after that. The rest maneuver from now 1-3-0.
Gets a good rune on the minute gank the side. Ideally you want to gank the bottom lane where 3 heroes are at. He's gonna be level 6 by then.
Thompson trying to lay it into him a little more now then. Immediate TP from Baranya. 4 stacks of goo. The Quill Sprays were building up too. Bottom will swing back down to there as well. Lil getting pumped with damage from OD, but the Soul Assumption is substantial. Now Spartan looking for the bottom blocks. Skitter getting the right clicks in, and another death for Sumail. 1-4-1. You again? A double kill for Skitter, and Spartan gets the Thunderstrike. 3 heroes in a row. Line them all up like little duckies and shoot them down. Aggressive mode. Beautiful stuff with this tri-lane of Lil's Visage.
Yep, I talked about how they can't play against them. They need more mana, so Lil should even bring more clarities, more mangoes to keep this pressure on the lane. Slark already sitting on 4 permanent agility stolen. You want to be using Soul Assumption 2-3 times to secure the kill. It's one of the best spells, level 1. 3 charges, 75 damage. Now it's level 2, so 4 charges. You do the math, Gary.
I don't want to because I want to bring up the fact that Skitter has TP top lane, and it's a common move we've been seeing him make from this position 1. Like he'll, start up top with a dual lane or a tri lane, TP bottom, back up the top. Every couple of minutes he's swapping lanes just to try and find these little advantages here and there, killing off core heroes and really targeting the opponent +1.
Baranya has a bottle and Invis inside of it, but he already used the Rolling Thunder. Has a TP if they decide to dive. Is there any TP rotations to the bottom lane to help Lil?
Not just yet. I'm saying I like the move from Skitter. He's been doing it a lot, but Sumail's move, is one step ahead. He's just jungling up top, not even showing on the lane itself.
You heard it here first. Jungling is staying one step ahead.
I mean, yeah, you look at Yapsel, you look at Sumail, jungling has become viable again. Thompson, that's a lot of HP to lose. With a swashbuckle, not enough to bring him down. The close spray stacked up. Thompson one more, gets the kill, but Baranya takes him down first. Lil, not able to do too much to Saxa here. Maybe with a glimpse back, they can find the Earthshaker, but 800 HP, not really the best opportunity as the courier. Baboon, one more hit, not gonna do it. Won't be able to get there in time, but a good Fisher into Torrent. No boat from mid one. Still ready if he wants to throw it in. Does have the X boat, so this should combo up pretty perfectly. Spartan down and out as 4 heroes from OG converge onto mid lane.
There's no catapult, but they will still deal some damage. Bangalore has ult ready, should be enough to defend this tower. No boat, Earthshaker, not level 6 yet.
That damage from Thompson, zoning them back 1v2. And the rest of OG can focus on bringing that tower down. Spartan will come back in, return to the mid spot. Level 4. Does have that 2 points in Thunder Strike. Epic Field spots out No Tail and mid one. And here comes the Rolling Thunder, but a sick Fisher from Saxa. Oh, the roar onto mid one. Can they actually get anything done with a 2-man hit in from the Pangolier? The swashbuckle's good, but the heals from No Tail will keep mid one running as Saxa, 2-man and chat. In onto Baranya, Thompson will go. Looking for the Quill Spray to stack back up, but Skitter helped out by the Pangolier to get yet another stack of permanent Agi. And OG, they bring numbers, but aggressive mode, they bring everyone.
That was a 5-man rotation on the mid lane. Sumail still farming on the top. They took the tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. They're doing a good job defending the tower. Everyone is getting XP on the map. I think the big change is going to be Visage hitting level 6.
Yeah, when those familiars come out, you can scout, you can stun, you can chase the Oracle, stab those backlines with the familiars. So the troll in that interim was, farming jungle. Treads coming up for Sumail now. It's nice to see aggressive mode really, really ramping it up, though. You talked about, the true sight, the fact that even Liquid or even Nigma, Kuroki's team were like, they're just going to run at us, and you're ready, you're prepared for it, and you think you can answer it. But you can't really until you bring 5 heroes to a team fight when OG, bring 3 or 4. You desperately need your entire squad to handle Thompson.
Build on Kanka Gary.
Yeah, he's got Relic,
I like it.
Oh no, he's got Crystallis.
Yeah, cheap damage.
Oh.
One of the most cost-efficient items in the game right now.
He did have Radiance queued up, and he had like 3,000 gold. I thought he'd finished Relic already. I was like, hang on a second, he's got a 10-minute Relic. Nope. It is your favorite item, Crystallis Kunkka.
That's one way to deal with the birds.
Yeah, sure as hell is. Saxa, how far away from Blink are you? Still a decent chunk of gold out. Skylark is rushing Necrobook here on the Beastmaster. Absolutely rushing it. No boots, straight into the Sage's masks. And the Necro recipe. Slark finishes off Trent. That's drums coming out for Skitter on the Slark as well. So starting to build up these staff items as Spartan hiding in the trees goes for the TP. Nothing to stop him. Sumail off the mark with the axes looking to try and scout him out. It's been a good start for aggressive mode.
Yeah, Disruptor just got level 6, has a smoke, so they should use that and try to grab some kills.
Yeah. Still wants that Diffusal Blade. Skitter being much more active with Tread's drums. He's trying to play into the Skylark Beastmaster here, and yeah, they're smoking the 2 supports up behind him as well. So if they're able to get a Roar or a Pounce, Saxa might just be falling here. No Tail TP's up to look to defend this tier 2, but the high ground is being held by aggressive mode, and the dive, it looks like it's coming. How many heroes do they have here, Lacoste?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 heroes going for the dive. The glimpse onto Kunkka. Okay, cool. And then you've got Necro units and boars and familiars, but the crit, of course, he crits off the familiar and they're dead. And they are dead. No Tail drops him at the tip immediately. The high ground ward, Dire Observer sees them all coming. OG don't lose a single soul, and they keep 2 cores farming on the map while aggressive mode of 5-man rotating.
I love that first hit from Kunkka was crit. It just shows dominance, you know? Don't bring the birds nowhere near me, otherwise I'm just gonna kill them.
Yeah, annihilate them. 6,400 net worth on this Kunkka, by the way. Mid one is your position 3, technically, but he's got more net worth than either of the other cores.
With this Crystallis, he has enough damage. He can scale, will deal well with the birds, with summons from the Beastmaster. But I love what he's building next. That's gonna be Heaven's Halberd, the mischance against the birds, and Slark. Also Disarm.
Bristleback.
I don't think they can kill him.
They've thrown pretty much everything at Thompson here, and No Tail, still holding the false promise, will allow Thompson to sprint forward, aggressively playing towards Lil. There's the save out from No Tail. Skitter has to pounce away, so they fish a Skylark. A Roar not coming. The Echo Slam, perfectly timed by Saxa. The hands were in the air, but Saxa, he don't care. Torrent. Oh, nearly from mid one. That was very close to clipping Spartan and Skitter on their way back to safety. Barania still top lane. Saxa comes here to continue farming his blink. Troll top lane. Bristle gets the jungle. And yet again, OG from the dire side of the map. They come in, they sweep through, they play into this area where they can hold ramps, but at the same time, they're defending tier 2 top. And aggressive mode got places to go, but they're trying to match OG in terms of aggression, which is really difficult. Like Skitter, he's diving tier 2 top lane. In comes No Tail with some saves. The Fate Edict and the heal, the Fortune's End, it's gonna be there. But they've got the showdown from Skitter. Pounce in 7 seconds. No TP on Slot. What have you not got a TP, mate? Get burst down by Thompson. The rotations come in, and this is it, right? You're playing aggressively into OG, and they are now the ones reacting, and they are a better team than you.
Male bottom lane, there's the Roar.
Has
enough
battle
mana
traps.
after Magic Stick.
He sure does, but Static Storm silences him up. Muted. And Barania, with the help of Lil, Spartan, and Skylark, get the kill.
Once they finish those 2 Diffusal Blades on Pangolier and on Slark, Bristleback is not gonna be that much of a threat. Same goes for Kunkka. Kunkka, one of the heroes that has, 1.5 intelligence per level, really low. Invis.
They know he's here. I don't know if they caught a glimpse. Yeah, he passed the sentry, that's what it is. Barania. Nice swashbuckle to dodge the boat. Torrent not going to land. And the Rolling Thunder will send Barania packing back towards base. Skylark TP's home. He's all safe and sound. Mid lane, Lil might not be so lucky, you know. He doesn't have the same luxury as the others. No escape mechanism. So Thompson just charging him down. Goose stacks up. Give him the 9s. Cool sprays. Stacking up. Lil looks like he's okay thanks to the kinetic field of Spartan.
He's hunting for the courier. Changing the target back to Skylark. Thompson just not give a fuck.
He's got Crimson Guard Buckler. He has 18 armor, 1700, or no, yeah, almost 1900 HP when he's got Strength Threads toggled on.
Dire's top tower is under Radiant are scanning.
Skylark with this Necro one. Doesn't feel like he's accomplished a whole lot. Saxa gets a courier snipe and is now 600 away from his Blink Dagger. Collapsing on top lane, Skitter and Skylark are being sandwiched. Thompson and Saxa. They get the roar, but the raindrops pop. Saxa is still alive with Echo Slam. He will catch the Skitter Slark. Dark Pact will come out in time. The Fisher and a Chat Totem, not enough. And Notel, not near enough to get the save. But potentially here they'll get a trade. Mid one, X back into the boat. Skitter, Dark Pact timed absolutely perfectly. And he's going to go for the TP home at 50 HP. It's not enough. Nearly made it back to the fountain. And Notel is still looking for a catch on Skylark.
If he popped
Beastmaster
those
is all out on his own.
charges, maybe he would have made it.
Oh, 11
Spartan. Yeah.
Spartan, what's happening here? Sumail getting hit by the Rolling Thunder. Trapped inside the Static Storm. He's got no battle trance. Yeah, Magic Stick in, backpack with no charges. And that's Sumail gone. So at least aggressive mode are getting a trade across the map, but their net worth difference is still in the hands of OG, and it feels like it's climbing slowly but surely. Oh, Fisher. Baranya has another enchant. X-Mark into Torrent, well timed at the Fortune's End. No time to swashbuckle this time around.
You could get out of those 7 bond charges once again. You should even try, when you should at least try and go for swashbuckle. Thompson is all over the place, just hunting people down, stopping them from farming.
Skitter has that now, but Thompson is disgustingly powerful. The familiars will come and stun, the boars are slowing him down, but Skitter is still getting absolutely hounded here. Thompson, leave him alone. Can Earthshaker find the Slark? It doesn't look like it, so time to focus on the tier 1 tower, boys, get the objectives.
Are fortified.
Even glyphing the creep wave. He doesn't have Shadow Dance. Pounce is ready. Into the trees, TP. Any stun? No stun.
Once they get the Blink Dagger on Earthshaker, they should try to smoke up, invade the enemy jungle, and start playing as a team. Troll Lord still far away from that Battle Fury that he is building.
Man, can you imagine mid one? 100 bonus damage. Come on, man. Halberd, Crystalis, Tidebringer, whacking people around. Saxa Blink is ready now. Time for OG to use these smokes that No Tail has been hoarding. Skylark switches away from the Necro 3 rush, goes back into Vlad's. Just try to give him a little more of this incremental build-up, knowing that this game is starting to slip away from them with 7k lead now in the hands of OG. Baranya with Diff Blade. That's a pretty good sign. Mech is almost there for Lil as well, so there are some timings starting to pick up here for aggressive mode. Another Diff Blade for the Radiant on Skitter coming in a couple of minutes.
If Radiant team does not want to take a fight, you can always just go in the Roche Pit. That's a lot of minus armor from Viscous Goo, but you need to have lanes in a good position.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Courier. Who's been caught here? Spartan. His courier dies and he will follow it to the grave. Tops gets the courier, mid one gets the kill, and now they TP down bottom. Skylark. He does have a TP. The boat looking to try and connect onto Skylark, but he's run off to the northeastern side. They've got a torrent. Ooh, hello, Skylark. You're gonna get scouted, not getting slowed up. Still trying to sprint away. He has a TP ready. Baranya has died up top lane, I believe, but there's the X mark. Poor Beastmaster. He'll roar, he'll get some balls out, but in comes Sumail with a battle trance. Axe is thrown, and No Tail with Sumail makes short work with the help of mid one of that Beastmaster.
Meanwhile, Bristleback just farming the lane, dragging the creep wave back to the jungle, will secure the bounty runes. Seems like it's gonna be 4-0 this time.
Thompson still with that bottle, refilling it up. Haste rune ready to be grabbed. And you were saying a couple of minutes ago, this, viscous nasal goo, they could go into Roshan at any given point. It could be right now if they want to.
They just finished off 2 diffusal blades. If they want to take a fight, the timing is right now.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that Skylark wasted the roar down the bottom lane. If they had that, it would be perfect. Lil Mech is 200 gold away. Oh, sugar. T-Tours, my bad. Thompson shredding through the support. Saxa and Hotel still smoked. And they rotate up onto the little ramp. Hold the high ground as mid one finds a catch on the Skylark. X into poke, very easy combo to land. Rolling Thunder considered there by Barania, but wants to swashbuckle first. They do get the mega kill streak up onto mid one, taking down the Beastmaster. But Barania is stuck. Oh, swashbuckle over to the right hand side, but the torrent after the enchant totem, the chain stuns are coming. Oh dearie me, Barania, what has happened now? The blink from Saxa will allow them to secure a kill. And top lane, would you believe it? Thompson is pushing tier 3s.
Feels like this troll, it's just a late game insurance for them. Farming at the different side of the map while other 4 members of
Holy shit!
Thompson.
He doesn't care! He's in their fountain!
No-Tail's not happy.
I'm sure he's pissing himself laughing. Like, what are you doing? Thompson's just like, I'm fishing for fluke. You know, he's trying to find the end of the game. You're making the point about troll. It reminds me of the Matu AM game where Secret were just 4v5ing and Matu was farming.
It's time to get Roche for this bristleback so he can do this kind of stuff.
I was just thinking, Thompson in that fountain, man. Like, what are you doing, Thompson, man? Perkele. Perkele. You know, it's just... Oh, man. I love Finnish people. I love Finnish Dota players. They're fucking sick. There's just something about the Finnish mentality that tickles me, man. It's great.
Have you ever lived in Finland?
No, I haven't.
I know you lived across the world.
I've not lived in Europe that much, you know. England and Germany are the 2 countries I've lived in Europe. But man, I've played Dota since, you know, the Dota 1 days. I've played with a lot of Finnish people, Macedonians, Serbians, Croatians, a lot of Balkan players.
That's why you were never a pro player, huh?
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, that's very true. And control couldn't teach me enough. Spartan spotted. Oh, baby. He'll get a D ward. Are they coming to hunt him? Of course they are. Has he TP'd yet? He hasn't TP'd yet. He's getting some sick D wards. That's worth it. Dying for those 2 observer wards. Whatever, man. Spend your money, though. 1,500. Spend your cash. No? Lose a little bit of money, but that's all right.
Kanka's still on top of network, even has Silver Edge. Like, he can one-shot all those summons with it.
And there's some pretty good passives to get rid of as well. Like Gravekeeper's Cloak is real handy to remove. Inner Beast is nice. Now you've also got the Slark, you know, with Essence Shift. Silver's pretty damn good. Barania are going to feel the pain here with a Blink Echo Slam, securing the kill for mid one, who is now wicked sick. And Lil, the familiar's dead yet again. The dive from Thompson is under tier 3s. Oh, Thompson, baby, look at you go, you absolute machine.
Now
he's thinking about roaring, but he's like, wait, do I roar Thompson? No, we'll try and roar mid one. Glimpse X. Oh, godly plays mid one.
Radiant's middle tower.
I loved Kanka as position 4 when he was considered as one of the best position 4s a couple of years ago as a response to Disruptor as well, so you could do this trick.
Yeah, it was really nice. The like Lan Kunka back in the day. Sumail 2-6-2. He went 1-5, but he's still 3rd place in net worth. That's how dominant OG has been across the map, kind of closing this net in around aggressive mode. Now pushing high ground, 25 minutes on the clock. X-Boat onto Spartan, catch Disruptor, kill him off. There is no buyback. Oh, there is a buyback. Sorry, my apologies. He just about has enough for it. And he will expend it to try and come back into this fight where Thompson is standing past your tier 3s, zoning 4 heroes on his own, and the rest of OG are taking buildings.
No-Tail once again with the Blink Dagger, so he can catch up with the rest of the team once they decide to dive Fountain.
BKB is about here for Slark. Yeah, he's got it now. So Skitter has the teamfight item they need. Melee Barracks has already gone down though, and the chase onto Sumail. Battle Trance, no mana for it. Aegis in hand though, and No Tail still has the false promise if they desperately need to dodge away from danger. Spartan stepping too far forward there potentially, but they've got the catch of the Skylark, who was looking for the backstab. He's not going to get a roar off. He's dead without buyback. He was trying to angle his way in from the top side, but OG, very wise, move up there, kill the initiation, and they've got themselves a 5 versus 4.
There's the X mark. We can replenish the mana. There it is. Bottle gonna come back. Fill the whole. Hey, look at them. Everyone wants mana around that X. Well, Glenn, another X. Nah, cool down. You've been disrupted.
See ya. Man, honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if Thompson sold treads and bought boots of travel just to come back. Like, that's the kind of Thompson play that we expect to see. The Sorrel Echo Slam. Saxa focusing down the Slav. Dead for 50 seconds. Didn't even get a chance to pop his BKB as a Rolling Thunder. Through the Oracle he goes, and Branya. Oh.
GG's called.
Looking around. Good game. Oh, wow. Is that a real GG?
I believe
that is real
so.
GG. 2-0 victory for OG here in this best of 3 as aggressive mode tap out. Outclassed, I think is the word we use to describe our 2 series today. Secret outclassing, OG outclassing. They seem to be another echelon of play ahead of everybody else.
Radiant team pick.
Killed him 4 times in lane.
Infamous turn to pick.
That was pretty wild. And clearly Furia has done their homework because they already banned out the 2 heroes that caused East Coast a lot of problems. That Void Spirit Robo-Z just seems very, very powerful on. And of course the Enchantress is just really difficult to have to deal with in lane, especially when you have a Lifestealer who is getting pelted with pure damage.
10 seconds remaining.
So, decided to take it.
5 seconds
Infamous
remaining.
one is first pick. And give that to them. Disruptor is a pretty good starting hero.
Indeed. Oh, he's really, really strong, and we saw the power of an Agnum Scepter Static Storm coming off of him too.
United people. In fact, Disruptor's put in 5, position 4 will buy wards for a while, so.
Radiant.
You have a feeling that Tiny is going to be playing as the position 4.
And that's
Darkseer.
This is the first time seeing it so far this tournament in South America here.
I think it got picked up in another game, like during
I
groups.
saw it banned.
Turn to ban.
Well, no,
I feel
it
like
was picked up another game.
Yeah, it was picked up by Infamous actually. Infamous ran the Darkseer before.
I remember that. It's
Really a.
like it was yesterday.
It was not yesterday actually. It was the day before that.
Oh.
It's all right. It's all right,
The
buddy.
day
It was
that I was
11
not
an
there.
11-hour day yesterday. Everything starts to blend together.
Remaining.
But yeah, not one of those heroes that you see commonly picked up. Still very value, right? You know, having that surge is really, really nice to be able to catch, and also eventually, you know, getting an AoE surge is just so nice for your team. Robo-Z Death Prophet.
I like it. I mean, they want to be able to push towers and group up pretty quick. The rest of the other guys here, though, Darkseer tends to come online around like 12 to 15 mark once he gets dagger
10
very
seconds
quickly.
remaining.
Zala is pushed.
5 seconds remaining.
Some of the Dominator is something else we've started to see pick up on Darkseer a lot, and that's another.
I feel like that's been common for a while now, though, but picking up the Helm of the Dominator on Darkseer.
Changed it a while ago. Dominator.
Yeah.
Basically, I feel like it's a very good item. Very high. Have enough in there. It's Tidehunter, Darkseer. I even want to say Enigma. Dominator. Oh my god, I've forgotten Wall of Replica. That's the one. They haven't changed that ability's name in ages, and I'm old.
You are. You're becoming a boomer. You're a boomer who's
where
never
I
seen The
am.
Wizard of Oz somehow. What the hell?
I don't know.
Furia, though.
Yeah.
What do we want to see for this last pick? What is going to be the Murdoch hero? He's been a big fan of Kunkka. I'm not sure if I particularly like Kunkka necessarily, unless plays a lot of TA, which is still available, but I don't think you really want to play the TA in this particular setup.
Give
What
him
would
the
you like
Monkey
to see? Give him the Monkey King? Was he playing Monkey King?
Call.
Okay. Cool. Good insight. Good analyst insight.
You're welcome.
All right, well, let's see. What
Be
do
awful here.
he does play Wind Ranger, I know that. I mean, most mids play Wind Ranger, but I'm sure at this point, because it is a best of one, Hiko was saying in the lobby they would like to have lunch eventually, so. The Magnus. Magnosaurus, all
A
right.
little bit weird to be playing Death Prop. Bit of sense. Prophet tends very close to training that tend. Probably the tower if you get too aggressive. Of course, you out hit what Prophet's damage. You got some maneuver.
Yeah, I've had that conversation with a couple of
10
the
seconds
analysts at the
remaining.
major too, and they said, you know, it's really fallen out of favor because of a lot of the heroes that are
seconds
involved in the
remaining.
meta right now can easily knock him back out of like the sandstorm. Just doesn't have that same potential as it used to have, for sure. Oh, I did change the stream title. Give me 1 second here.
Coast versus.
No, we are
As
Furia.
fun as that game was,
That was fun, except for the technical difficulties.
not as fun.
No. All right, that's fixed. Anyways, yeah. So, you know, we've got some pretty decent vision game though coming out, right? From the side of Fury, you've got the Arctic burn giving you a bit of that flight, and the fact that, you know, the Sand King does have a pretty long range stun there. Have a little bit of vision, obviously, coming out from Pepita on the Disruptor. With I believe Thunderclap only gives you vision of the hero though, too, right?
Thunderclap?
Thunderstrike, sorry.
Thunder, yeah, it just gives you vision.
All right.
I think they've been there for majority. Like that. Track, if I damn. It's powerful.
Vision is powerful. Definitely helps you win games.
Yeah, the Life Stealer. Strongest character. Talked
Your
about
name?
yesterday.
What a surprise.
lot of these very
Prepare for battle.
spelling ability.
Ready.
Couple of vehicles are
What did you expect?
probably gonna build.
I like how there's just a massive tip chain going on here. A couple people didn't get the memo though. They started to give tips to other people.
Yeah, those are the wrong guys.
Haha. Everybody point and laugh at the one guy who didn't get the memo.
Me in high school.
Sorry, Neff.
It's okay.
Didn't mean to trigger you. But yeah, no, RDO has played quite a bit of the life stealer over the past couple of days. He's very good on the hero. He doesn't have to worry about, you know, having that enchantress throwing that spear at him with the impetus, so should have a fairly decent time in this lane. I am curious to see how Murdoch and the Death Prophet are going to do early on. Obviously, it's going to transition quite a bit, but a bit of trading over here.
Not really into any enemy. We want to probably find some grass off.
The battle begins.
Yeah, I think right now it's just, you know, trying to secure up some of these runes. Get some of the vision placed down early on. We do have some nice wards being dropped over on the side. So your favorite thing, Neff, wards that aren't in the typical position.
Anything that makes it... Even if it's very...
Right.
You know, like, what... Good teams.
They are indeed. I mean, that's why they're in a triple tiebreaker. Very skilled. It'll be interesting, though, to watch Hiko here if he's going to be able to be as effective as Whisper was in the earlier game with that offlane Rubik. So I definitely feel like the Sand King probably not going to be able to be as effective as he might like against this lane. Double range, obviously, and not really that hero that's super popular meta right now.
Dark Hero has gone through the majority of his mana using... Cell starting to burn.
Bit of trading here in the top lane. Already Sexy Fed having to use that salve as Pepita took a lot of harass from those creeps. We'll try to make some moves though onto Tomato. Got their own dot to go throw onto Sexy Fed. So just, I feel like we're gonna be seeing the first blood somewhere in this top lane. Look at this, they're already TPing someone up. Tomato will be the first blood falling to Hiko. And you gotta wonder, is he feeling like some deja vu? Should be able to get a return kill.
I think this is going to give Tomato PTSD after the tournament about Rubik against Warcraft.
Yeah, I mean...
He's been dying over and over again to it.
Yeah, against Beast Coast he died 4 times in lane against Whisper, and now he's dying to Hiko's Rubik, although they did manage to get themselves a return kill, which they weren't able to do last couple times. Toss underneath the tower. Burrow strike out from Sexy Fat.
Tiny's favorite move.
Tiny Airlines.
Into the tower.
Oh, and Murdoch getting a kill on RoboZ in that mid lane. Does have a double damage rune. That seems a little unexpected, but I guess,
Looks like he just...
I guess she was already sitting pretty low. Melee him to death.
Melee her down, 560. Magnus, 40. Tried to spear.
Right. Keeping a close eye on this top lane. It feels like bottom lane is just going to be Darkseer constantly pulling the lane, and might need to find something for... Ooh. Jump over here onto Pepita. It's going to be the toss right back underneath that tower area. Looks like they're not going to be able to quite find this kill just yet, but we do have the Sandstorm up. So Dean's Courier is going to get taken down. And Winter Wyvern TPing back over here. Because they did secure that that outpost. It's coming handy. Sladine? Hiko gets himself another kill.
This is the first time I've seen that the outposts secured actually so long that...
That's not what I like.
Nothing.
That's surprising.
Shrines that you...
Yeah, you gotta feel like this has gotta be putting some pressure on Tomato. His lane did not go well in the last game. Very similar here, although they should be able to get the toss back up again. But Hiko looks like might be able to get himself away. They do have the backup. Goes, eats the mango. They've got the Fade Bolt. It's gonna turn back around, throw out the Fade Bolt. He needs to be careful though that he doesn't get taken down. Look at Sladine just running at him. He does have boots. Sandstorm's gonna get used. He's out.
Avoid trading auto attacks when you're...
Right.
Why isn't it? He's sending any out yet?
I think you were the one who said that the way that he sits super low makes you very nervous all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like he's paying off from Steve dying a lot. Tiny pulled his favorite move again.
Yeah, again, they'll get the kill on Duster, so it definitely pays off. They're not going to be able to find anything else off of this time, though. Sexy Fat, he was just trying to save Duster with that Burrow Strike.
I feel like this is a very boring and low skill play playing Dota. Just playing Tiny, trying to toss back me at the tower.
Ooh.
It's not like the highest level of the last major.
Well, speaking of getting pulled back here, Robo-Z in this mid lane gets geared back. He does have a salve though, and he's not going to be able to find that canceling click. Oh, Pico manages to grab theirs. He's probably getting down here. Can he get the denial from Roche? Not sure if he's low enough. He's gonna try to juke around, trying to use that line of sight. He's leading Tiny on a little bit of a chase here, and he is slowly regenerating. He does have those tranquils. Running ring around the Rosie. Look at him go. Yeah, he goes absolutely fine. Throws out. He did. He did. Those rocky ankles that Tiny has. I feel like we have not been giving any love to this bottom lane.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
RDO.
Not much is gonna happen here though. This is Taylor's oldest time. Darkseer just sitting in the lane. Absolutely. Most heroes, you know exactly how much damage an Ion Shell is going to die to it. Less like another life stealer had rage. No. He's best away. He's at absolutely cutting each other.
Again, more action in the top lane. They're trying to make some moves on Pepita. They'll turn it back around. That looks like Sexy Fat's getting chased off of Sladine, but over here, Tomato's sitting a little bit low. They don't have that much mana. Sexy Fat, he's got the Sandstorm. They do have the Dust. Be able to follow up again, but there's going to be a nice lift coming out here from the Rubik. As these supports just constantly scuffling back and forth. Poor Tomato can't find a moment to be able to really hit these creeps. 26 and 8 right now on this Morphling.
It's not doing nearly as well how dark it's gotten past 60.
Well, that's not fair. That's not fair. You can't compare this poor Morphling's lane to Darkseer, who's free farming.
That's what you want to. You want to be at those kind of last hits if you're a Morphling player, not if you're a Darkseer player.
It's a little bit of a rotation.
So long since we've seen this sort of gameplay out of Darkseer, or in general in Dota. Reminiscent of the old days.
Top lane, they've left Tomato alone here. It's gonna be the throw back into the Sandstorm. They don't have a whole heck of a lot of mana here. They're gonna go pop that Clarity. They've got the Sit, but they just don't have the Fade Bolt. Tomato is gonna be very sad as he has to retreat underneath. What's Sladine doing? Just here all of a sudden. All right. Be looking for some sort of aggressive move. Murdoch spots him out. Gives him the old punch plus the casual RP. Just says, get out of here. This is my area. So RP is down. A little bit of a slow being thrown out here. Murdoch does not have the mana to drag anyone back, though. He does get fed a mango, I believe.
Hungry boy.
He is a hungry boy, and they're gonna lose Sexy Fat at the top, so maybe being just a little bit too aggressive here. Glimpse back on Pippi. Oh, Kiko. Yeah, this is not looking like he's gonna survive. Nice use of that morph there, or the morph replicate. Finds himself a stun.
Great reason to pick Morphling, to have Morphling in the Burrow Strike to make you steal. Being able to throw out that Sandstorm, sit inside it, you keep that Sandstorm buff, and you go. Same goes for Burrow Strike, right? Yeah, distance to Burrow Strike, and almost jump around a team fight back to see when more Earthshaker thing.
Oh my god.
I hated it.
Yeah,
Cool.
just hearing that is like, oh, that was the worst. Nothing like playing a hero to become a better version of the other hero. Dota. Mono getting a couple clicks off over here on Sexy Fat. This bottom lane has been exceptionally quiet, like we said. Not gonna see too much action. Do have that Maelstrom online. A broom handle got picked up by RDO on the Lifestealer, and of course Sacred sitting at level 9. Got himself the arcane boots and the soul ring, plus a little shovel. So he's gonna be making some holes.
This Lifestealer is going to be a very, very big problem with this
Dire's middle tower is
9-minute
under attack.
phase boot Maelstrom.
RoboZ making his own rotation, has a Spirit Siphon. They have the dust again. Sexy Fat waiting. He's trying to get Burrow Strike down to the low ground. Ooh, but the click, and they even go for the glimpse, just for good measure.
Not necessary though, but
You know, you gotta secure that kill just in case. Duster TPing out. Knows that he's not gonna be able to outrun the Stealth Prophet, who's gonna help herself to that bounty rune.
back to cutting these waves.
I heard an RP.
It did.
And
It
yikes.
didn't hit the tiny though.
No, I realized that when I zoomed the camera over. Uh-oh. Not a great,
Don't look
not
at
a great
it.
move here from Murdoch. Little embarrassing. He sees a courier. He sees that chick and he wants to take Hiko's courier. There's going to be the lift thrown right back. Again, protects his own courier, but we will lose Sacreds. Still making his way over. He's still level 5. Doesn't have that 6 just yet. Avalanche comes out. It's going to be the toss-up. We've got the double ion shot going on. Pepita joining in the fight with RoboZ. It's going to be a dead Rubik.
Tried to deny himself onto that tomato clapper. Advantage.
Middle tower exorcism. I believe this is the first exorcism we have seen. So they're going to use it to take control of this middle lane here. They know that RP is down. They don't have to worry about it. Ooh, Duster though. He's trying to get, the toss into the middle of everyone. Duster is just obliterated. He's only level 4. RDO, he kind of wants to fight here. He's going to try to make the moves here over onto Pepita. Needs to be careful. There's a lot of damage coming up with the guns. They'll follow up with a nice burrow strike. And now it looks like Murdoch is a little bit alone here. Hiko trying to make his way over. He's going to be able to go get the steal. It's going to be the ion shell that he takes. I'm sure he was hoping maybe for that surge, but Smoke's going to use mid lane. Not sure if he was just trying to go for some speed burst with that, or we do have a life stealer bomb in Sexy Fat, so
They're out for blood here. They want to find this Darks here.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They seem
I mean they're creeping over there. Sexy Fat does have that surge here. They're gonna be able to grab him in time. Hiko, yes they are. Life stealer pops back out, followed with the burrow strike. No mana left on this little guy. He's toast.
Makes Life Stealer's life even better. He's getting pretty close to Assange now. This is an incredible time for Assange. Get his halberd very fast, he'll get a basher, and then I think he'll just run away with Morphling is.
I mean, that's the problem, right? Like, it makes you wonder what the call was, because I know Tomato had a rough game last time versus Whisper and Schofield in his lane. He died several times as a morph, and it was against a Rubik. So it makes you wonder, was he calling out, like, guys, I can't deal with this anymore. I need somebody to teleport top. I need a tri-lane. Was that called then, you know... Was that just like, we don't really want to do that, but we need to make sure that Tomato is comfortable, and that's why they allowed RDO to get what he got? Because he got so much. He's got the Sanj, oh my god.
That's the nature of playing the Darkseer. You can't sit in the lane against a Lifestealer, or Lifestealer's gonna ass you out, but go to hit the creep cut and get all that. Also promise you also Lifestealer. And that's exactly what happened. So I think there were better... Yeah, there were better solutions, but those solutions needed to come in the draft, not in the...
Okay. Looks like they're going to try to put a little bit of pressure here on this bottom tower. They've dropped a sentry ward off on the side, just in case Sexy Fat's within vision. Top lane, though, they are taking that tier 1. Taking it very quickly.
Lifestealer's farm is accelerated even further by having Empower. He's cleaving and hitting.
He's having a great game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sand King on his way to that Blink Dagger, although you can see the Tiny is also in the vicinity. Again, trying to place pressure down here on this this tier 1. I'm wondering, okay, yeah, they're rotating a lot of people. Are they gonna try to defend? Blink online for Murdoch, he's got the RP up. It looks like they are gonna try to make their way over.
See him.
Sand King, he's revealing himself. They've got the sentry. TPs are coming out. RDO immediately going after RoboZ here in the corner. Let's drop down that static storm off on the side. There's nothing that this can do right now. So RoboZ, he's just obliterated here, and they'll follow up now. Nice wall backing combo. Looks like Sexy Fat gets jumped in by Lifestealer, gets a little bit more of that heal, and they'll go and they'll clean up the side of Infamous, not prepared for the mass amounts of TPs coming out from the side of Furia.
Yeah, it's an absolute disaster there. I mean, you don't want to fight into the trees against the Sand King, especially with Sandstorm active. It actually does a lot of DPS in the early game. It's like bizarre how much it does. You think, okay, I'm gonna jump on this guy, I'm gonna kill him. Even if it takes like 5 seconds, you've just taken 500 magical damage.
Indeed.
That's usually how long it takes, especially if you're effects like Burrow Strike and he's auto attack. It just becomes a major pain.
What did you expect?
Oh, RoboZ. 2 deaths in the course of, what, 2 minutes? That feels bad. Oh, and a disruptor to boot.
They're just falling apart here on Infamous.
It feels like Fury is just playing all over the map, and they're doing a great job of spreading themselves to a point where if anybody is out of position, they are going to pay for it.
Fortunately, Fury was saying something like this might happen before the game.
Dire's middle tower
I think they're following through.
Radiant's top tower is under
Heaven's
attack.
Halberd online for RDO here. This game's getting harder and harder for said Fury. And yes, you know, you're making space for Tomato, but at the end of the day, if everybody else is so much further behind, it doesn't matter how strong Tomato is.
It doesn't matter how much space you make for Tomato, because you're never going to farm as fast as somebody who has a Maelstrom and a power. He's basically got a Battle Fury and Maelstrom.
Feeling that Philosopher's Stone's going to be making its way over into the inventory of one of these supports, probably Pepita.
Found himself some Vampire Fangs. He's going to steal even more life.
I thought it wasn't stealing life, Neff.
But it was Life Gainer.
Life Gainer.
It is Life Steal. That ability clearly says Life Steal on it.
This is true. Top lane, Murdoch going for the solo kill on Immortal. That's a little ambitious. Also use that RP, so is now gonna have to just walk away. Don't feel like they have any really great way of catching him at this time. And you can see down here, Sladine's gonna run directly over into the Sand King. They have the dust, but they don't have the finishing blow. Oh, they dropped the wall. They're hoping they can get the vision on him. No, Sexy Fatty's able to run out. They have the Winter's Curse. Can they finish up on Sladine? It's looking pretty darn close here, as again, they'll find it with a Fate Bolt. Now Sacred forced to run away. There's still some sort of a fight going on here up top. Murdoch just constantly poking at Tomato. Down here in the bottom lane, though, the toss up that Rubik's stall. He's going to try to steal a little bit more here. He does have that little bit of surge. There's going to be the glimpse. Dragging back RDO. They're not going to be able to clean up this kill. What the heck is going on up here?
Where's up here? Oh.
Up here is Murdoch versus Tomato. That has just been going on for the last couple minutes.
Of Magnus and Morphling.
That is really awkward.
It is. I want no part of it.
I don't. Oh, yeah, we're going to leave this lane now. Thanks for ruining that.
I see.
Thanks, I hate it. There is a double damage rune available here for RDO. You can see Sexy Fat on guarding it. And now you're real nervous if you are Infamous. You don't want to run to RDO right now. Guy is just mega powerful. They've got a smoke. The rest of the team close behind. Yules is going to come out though immediately. Pepita goes, drops the Static Storm. It's a Lifestealer though. He's going to be able to turn back in. There's going to be the drag back. He needs to go and hit someone. He's just running away. RDO needs to go back in. He is going to get taken out here. So follow up with a nice epicenter now. Hugo trying to run out. He is going to get Spirit Siphon there forward. Murdoch has joined into the fight. These ghosts are just ripping everyone apart. They take down Hugo. There's going to be a toss up from Sladine right back in. They get the Witcher's Curse off, but... what just happened there? Why didn't RDO hit anyone?
He didn't hit anything. He didn't hop inside Hiko when Hiko got close to him so he could infest him to get out. And he kind of walked around real awkwardly after popping an open wound. Death Prophet, that felt really bad, but he just cost his team that fight.
Yeah, that was... We just talked about how strong he is as a double damage. He's got vampire fangs. I don't understand that at all.
Or if you don't control your hero properly. I'm not sure what that was all about.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were saying like, no, get back. We don't want to fight this, but definitely I don't think was the play there. So now we've got an Aegis online for this Morphling. He's feeling a little bit more powerful, obviously. 10k net worth.
That was a huge jump in XP, gold, and win rate.
Oh my god, yeah, that is massive.
Dota Plus was basically giving it to Furia before that.
Oh yeah.
Now it's the other way around.
Well, I mean, that was a massive fight that they just lost. Like, this Lifestealer had a huge advantage. I still don't understand. Like, there's not a halberd on anyone other than the Lifestealer.
What did you expect?
Nice steal by Murdoch, blinking forward, grabbing up that bounty rune. Didn't matter that the glimpse happened. And they know now that they have a ward over there on that cliffside. Want to make moves onto Motto. There's going to be lift up. They want to try to take this Aegis away. They'll push him all the way back, try to keep him away from the team. There's a Burrow Strike, though, on the backside. So they're trying to make some moves onto Sladine. There'll be a little bit of miscommunication here, but it does look like he's getting sliced away by RDO. He's maybe 1 or 2 more hits. There it is. Then they're going to turn themselves into their own Lifestealer as they're going to try to take damage over here onto Duster. He doesn't have the Winter's Curse. He doesn't have the ability to fly away. So we're most likely going to lose him as the rest of the side of Furia are forced to just get back. Sacred being very, very poor, trying to go for that vacuum. Will not find it.
They can probably bring down this Morphling once, but I'm not sure. Again, they're just seeing me.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They just give them this moment.
Dota is an interesting game. If you take one bad fight, it could be the domino that topples everything else. We do have a Lifestealer bomb in Murdoch currently. He's got a blink, he's got an RP. Maybe they can find something. They got that. Jump forward, nice RP forwards. They should be able to go clean up both of these heroes very, very quickly. They don't have to worry about Secret. They don't have to worry about RoboZ. They do want to try to grab Tomato here, and they'll use that Heaven's Halberd. He's not able to run away. Sexy Fat standing nearby. He's trying to get some more damage out. He's going to go right to the bottom. Nice stun coming out from the Tiny. We'll cancel out the blink.
I mean, those are the heroes that you want to go on and initiate on their Lifestealer. Got that Dark Seer and Prophet. Death Prophet. Activate it. Prophet will just... Dark Seer will just keep everybody alive.
Right. It's the ability to dart in and out of these fights.
Initiating on those. More playing those saves.
They are lacking a little bit in burst damage, dealing with Motto here. Magnus, instead of dancing in top, is just going to TP out. Have a smoke coming out from the side of Infamous. They're hoping to get some sort of a pick off. Pepita leading the charge does have a couple of sentries on them, maybe hoping to get the jump on the Sand King here. It's like almost no hits on this tower left. Sand King, he realizes nobody's showing, is going to move out over here to the side. That's 5 heroes now on the side of Infamous that have made their way to the bottom. Sand King will spot out the Death Prophet. He's going to Burrow Strike forward. They have the vision. He's trying to move himself off the corner, but it is going to be a dead Sand King. They did their own smoke here in the top lane, so just going to be able to play some vision, I guess.
Is under attack.
Gotta feel a little bit bad about that one if you're enough to be lost in standing.
Radiant's
All
bottom
big hero
tower has fallen.
top for basically no.
Right.
Meanwhile, bottom lane.
Dire's top
Gotta be
tower
saying
is under attack.
One step pressure.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's
Question is, do you try to trade, or looks like they are going to try to go for the trade?
I think we take it a lot faster.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Machine gun down.
I'd agree with that. Pepita? TP back home. Gonna be a glimpse back over onto Murdoch. They'll silence him up. The rest of the team isn't there, though. The lift onto the tiny. Open wounds. Look at that speed. Oh, that is a rolling boulder. Murdoch's still alive. Looks like they'll be able to get the kill onto Pepita. They'll pop that Lincoln's over here onto Motto, but he's going to go right for it. They'll get the kill on RDO. They've got a Winter's Curse, but they don't have enough damage to follow up. Duster TP's out immediately. Murdoch trying to run away. His blink is going to get canceled here. So they're going to be chasing over into the tree line. They've got Hiko nearby. He's going to get silenced. The toss-up drag right back again. It's going to be a twofer here, I have a feeling, as Murdoch is taken out.
Yeah, I mean, the fight's gotten like bad to worse. Dark's here just showing how good. It's so easy to. They just can't get a good initiation off on Furia though. It's like Infamous have gotten the start of all these fights in Furia.
Well, they've been spread out a little bit, right? You saw, Sand King in the bottom lane got initiated on. And they know that there is a little bit of a split. Pepita had already TP'd to the top area, so.
A gift from the tempest of battle. I'll take it.
Blink forward, coming out from Hiko. Gonna go for a steal. Gets the toss. They'll cliff him for a little bit. Does have the blink, though.
A wyvern's breath.
Looking at the wyvern. I do like the caution that they're exercising here, though. They're like, all right, we don't have vision going up this hill. We're gonna back off. Haven't seen a lot of restraint from teams recently with that. Usually you're seeing them buy a smoke and go uphill into no vision at night, which has cost a lot of teams very dearly.
Not as much of a problem right now. They don't want to go up into that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, RDO has picked himself up a BKB now, so it's going to be a little bit harder to control him. Have here. All right, we've got a Lifestealer Bomb now in the Magnus. Greater Fairy Fire and Orb of Destruction found on the side of Infamous. That's going to be a really nice item.
He's only going to help so much. I mean,
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Was that why you think he picked it up, like, trying to get it so early instead of some of the other items? Because he knows eventually it's going to become a problem.
Radiant are scanning.
When up for selling it, you can't really get status.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under
Look how fast Tomato's just ripping through this tower. You can see some of the heroes on the side of Infamous are making their way over. Have an Invis rune on the Tiny currently. Maybe hoping he can blow up a hero. In fact, they do spot him out. They've got the dust turning back around for the Sand King, but they just take down Sladeen very, very quickly. It's turning into one of those one-by-one situations as Morphling is in the bottom lane. They're going to try to translate over here to the side. RoboZ has that Agnum Scepter. Put out a little bit more damage here, but Morphling joining the fight. They still don't have the Tiny, though. They've got the Exorcism online if they want to go on in, but look at just RDO. He's feeling very strong right now. He knows he's got a BKB. He knows he's got Murdoch to back him up. They'll take 2 towers off of that.
They're happy to do so.
Did they take tower damage? A little, like the tiniest bit. But I don't think Morphling was the one who hit any of that. I think it was
he
creeps.
decided to get that before he... You have a lot of stuff set up with Wyvern. There's a lot that can caught out.
Roche is going to be up fairly soon. And you can see Furia, they really want to control it. They don't want to allow Tomato to get it again.
I'm not sure they'll be able to hold this area for another minute, though. Push back and retake.
Say I blame them. They do have to be careful, though, right? Epicenter into that Roche, plus, oh, big smoke.
You know where they are.
Show themselves in lane. They've got a Sand King with an Infest Bomb. Trying to go for the wraparound play.
Couriers flop back and decide not to attack them because
Got a Courier sitting in the Roche pit trying to keep tabs on when it comes back up again. This feels a bit strange. Like, they want to get something done here, but it's just too awkward of a position, it feels, right? Because they're both on high ground. And again, we talked about this. Smoking from the low ground during nighttime with no vision is no bueno.
Do not run up the high ground.
Has been killed.
Well, they know that they were in that Roche pit, so they definitely know where everyone is now.
It's gotta, you have to know something up though, considering how far in these waves are pushed. You don't see them trying to defend.
Another smoke coming out from the side of Infamous. Roche is up. They're gonna send an illusion over to the pit. They know they're not over there. Silence. Oh, they know now.
Certainly
They
you
know.
know
Oh, Murdoch? Murdoch?
You and Tiny, you know that's an illusion,
Radiant's
right?
courier has been killed.
You're out
Couple
by
couriers getting taken out.
Has been killed.
This feels so weird. All right, looks like they are gonna head over to the pit. They've headed to the pit. They know that they're there. How do you... All right, you want the initiation on this, but you have to watch out for that disruptor.
You wanna get onto the...
Got a life stealer, Sexy Fat jumping into the pit. We'll go pop the Lincolns. Very low committal here. Just enough to scare him out, and that's a very low Roshan. You don't want to let him back in. So the question is, how do you do this? Got that Magnus already in the pit. You've got a Sand King with the Lifestealer Bomb. They're gonna try to go back in with the smoke. Min drop. That BKB comes out from Murdoch though. They'll pop. They'll turn back around over onto Tomato. They've got the Exorcism though, as they drag everyone else back, but they're able to go. They get the Roche. It's gonna be Infamous that grab up that Aegis, and now there's the RP on the back. It's RDO though. He's just slicing through everyone as they're gonna try and take down Murdoch. Will fall. There's gonna be the buybacks. Hiko's gonna buy back. Magnus buys back as well. RDO. He needs help. He needs the help of anyone. He doesn't have anyone. He's just gotta start hitting people. These ghosts are just shredding through, but in comes Murdoch. Murdoch's gonna be able to help get his friend out. Is he gonna be able to get out? Is the next question though. As he's silenced, there's lots of people here. Duster, he can't do a whole heck of a lot. Just protects him from that physical damage. As Duster is to get taken down. Now Murdoch trying to push people out of the side. There's gonna be the vacuum again. He's sitting a little bit low right. Hiko, nice follow up though, coming out from Sexy Fat. We will lose Hiko though, as Tomato joining into the fight. Murdoch eventually going to fall. There's gonna be a glimpse right back again from Sexy Fat. There's no TPing out for you, as Slovene tosses him up in the air, gives him a complimentary trip via the Tiny Airlines.
Down he goes. Didn't expend the Aegis or the cheese in that fight. They got the start of that, and it felt like such a good start to the team. You got the 3-man off peak, had this Legislator on top of the movie power when you come down, but Infamous were just way too strong and locked in important heroes there. Again, wanna get these guys before they get.
They're going for the end. They know that the buybacks have been expended enough.
I think they're going to be able to do it. You can't stop them.
I think they are too. They've got a Winter's Curse, but everybody's spread out really far. RDO, he can chase some of them back, but Tomato, he's just eyes on the prize. Gonna wait for him forward. He just explodes the Winter Wyvern, who does buy back. They might be able to get this kill over here onto Slovene. Yes, they'll be able to find a BKB coming out now from RDO. He's trying to fight through with Tomato. They're just hitting away over here at this Ancient. They want to finish the game now. They don't want to have to deal with this. They don't want to have to give up this game to Furia, but there's just too much damage. Robo-Z on the back line. The science is going to be thrown out. This Winter Wyvern sitting in the middle of the Ancient. It doesn't matter. Now we're going to tiebreakers yet again.
Tie-breaking the tiebreakers, everyone.
Tie-breaking the tiebreakers.
So this makes it Furia's win over Beast Coast, Beast Coast win over Infamous, and Infamous win over Furia. So clear favorite here. It's a